What's up? It's Tiffany. Before we get started on this week's episode, please be sure to send us your requests at booshakalakapodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter X, Booshakalakapod. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Instagram at Booshakalakapodcast. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Booshakalaka Podcast. I'm your host, Tiffany, joined by co-host Jay.
Hello, hey, how are you? I sound like a fucking news reporter to some people. Thank you for having me, Tiffany.
And my special guest, Pierre.
He was their friend, and he betrayed them. He was their friend! I hope he finds me, because when he does, I'm going to be ready. When he does, I'm going to kill him.
Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Go to hell, Harry Potter. Fuck you, Prisoner of Azkaban.
God.
Like, what the
What number is that?
3.
No, I've seen that one. I've seen that one. I haven't seen all of them. Let's just put it that way. I don't know where I stopped, so let's just say.
Don't ever go to Universal again.
That was it. Don't count my money. Going next month. Well, all right, guys, we are back this week to celebrate the 40th year of A Nightmare on Elm Street. This movie came out in 1984. It is a classic. One of my favorite movies when I was a kid. A little quick short story. I used to watch this movie late at night, sitting on a bar stool in front of the TV when I was like maybe 5 or 6. I was a really weird kid, but this one I enjoyed. I thought Freddy was hilarious. And watching this one, it wasn't that funny anymore, but I still enjoyed it. It wasn't that funny. It was, You could see how it was serious. So maybe I was watching like part 4 or 5 or something. One of them I was watching.
3 or 4.
The camp starts at around 3. It starts around 3, where we get MTV Freddy. But the first 2, they definitely were taking it very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Almost
and the
too
TV
seriously
show.
in the second one. Freddy's Nightmares. Yes.
Yes. I watched that too. It had nothing on the Crypt Keeper, but you know.
I think even around that time, they even started to do like the Freddy hotline, where you could just call like a little 1-800 number and like, hey, Freddy's talking to you. Like it was like $80 per minute or something.
Wait,
insane.
Do that Freddy again?
I don't want to do it. I'm kind of self-conscious about my voice now.
Why, Jameson?
My name's Jay. I'm gonna get to you later or now. So please, I don't want no smoke. I really love this movie too. I'm ready to pod. But Pierre, I'm coming for you.
Before we get started, I would just like to let you guys know that I have sat down while watching the movie and got a couple trivia questions for you. So there's only going to be 5 questions, not too crazy. Would you like to do them before the movie, or would you like to do them after the movie?
Are the questions solely
They're movie related?
Is it for part 1 only? I say we do it before, and then we just go into it. See what we.
All right.
Like.
So,
I feel like I know
what
what you're about to say. I feel like I know what you're about to say, and it's about to piss me off. Go ahead.
What is the name of the fictional town where Freddy Krueger haunts the dreams of its residents? A, Springwood, Ohio. B, Springfield, Ohio. C, Springtown, Ohio. Or D, Springville, Ohio.
Buzz?
Okay, Jay?
I'm gonna go with A, Springwood, Ohio.
Ding 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 ding! You got it. I'll send you a quarter on Cash App. Wow. All right, number 2.
And shout out to the residents of Springfield, Ohio. Shout out to them.
They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs.
No, they're not.
The cats. They're eating
it's
the dogs.
disrespectful.
No,
it's wrong.
They're not. They're probably out there eating like tacos and like burgers that cost like $20.
He just admitted on CNN that he made that up, by the way. I don't know if y'all saw it, but he really admitted on CNN that he made it up.
No, he's blocked in my life. Number 2. Number 2. How many kids did Freddy? Well, in this movie, he's Fred. You know, he's a distinguished gentleman in this movie.
Yeah.
How many kids did Fred kill before he was arrested? A, 30. B, 20. C, 10, or D, 40?
Ding.
Pierre.
B, 20.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Nice job.
Almost as many as me.
Okay.
All right, this one is about a character in the movie. So it's movie adjacent. How many horror films has Lin Shaye been in?
Who?
Ooh.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Lin Shaye.
I'm
All right.
ready. Let's go. Keep going. Keep going. No, we're going.
A, 47. B, 66. C, 57. Or D, 86.
E5. I did not know she was in that many movies. I can only count 5 though.
C,
Wow.
57.
Damn.
Wow.
And Lin
Lin
Shaye
Shaye.
is her teacher, the teacher in the movie. She's from all the Insidious movies, all of she was in The Grudge, the newest Grudge.
Oh wow. She has just such a calming voice. And she's also
really like her.
the sister of the owner of New Line Cinema, Robert Bob Shaye.
Oh, well,
Talk about some money.
Money.
But she's a good actor too, so I mean, hey.
Yes.
Tony Goldwyn effect.
All right, number 4. Approximately how many gallons of fake blood were used during filming of this movie? A, 500 gallons. B, 400 gallons. C, 300 gallons. Or D, 600 gallons.
Ding, D, 600.
I'm going to go with B.
The answer is A, 500 gallons of blood used in this movie. I think it was a record.
One scene.
Right. Well, they had to tussle with Tina a little bit. And our last question: How many minutes of screen time? By the way, you guys are tied. So I mean, whoever gets this tiebreaker, I will send you $1 on Cash App. All right. How many minutes of screen time does Fred have? A, less than 10 minutes. B, less than 9 minutes. C, less than 8 minutes. Or D, less than 7 minutes.
A, less than 10 minutes.
Okay, and then
8. I was speaking first, but I was going to say A as well.
Okay, well, since Jay decided that he was speaking first, he's wrong. So Pierre, you can guess again.
Oh shit!
Let's go with less than 9 minutes.
Both of you are wrong. He had less than 7 minutes of screen time in this movie.
Okay,
so
Judge, we need a bonus round. We need a bonus round. Can we get a bonus round? Give me a bonus round.
What was the name of Robert Englund's character in Urban Legend?
Oh, burning hell. Professor.
It was Professor
with an F. It's an F name. He had an F name, right? Finn? Frickin' Meyer, frickin' Brickle.
It was Professor Wexler.
Get the fuck with us.
All right, quick tiebreaker. Just shout out the answer. Who directed A Nightmare on Elm Street?
Wes Craven.
Yay! Jay wins.
Yo, can you give me some applause, Pierre? Give me some Pierre. Some applause.
Oh.
What? All right. Back to you, Tiff.
All right, so when we start this movie, that was the end of our trivia. Thank you. I used to be a trivia host. I miss making $50 in 2 hours. It was amazing. It was a great part-time job. $50, 2 hours. Sometimes I could get it done in 1 hour if nobody showed up. Nobody showed up. I love trivia.
Like a bar, or what was the setting?
Yeah, I was always at bars or like restaurants. I did twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. It was like from 8 to 9:30, $50 each. It was a nice little part-time gig. Yeah, I loved it. Yeah. Out here they talking about 25. I said I'm not doing that. But anywho, so we start out this movie with some skippies with a broke down back. It's some shoes that they're done for. Like we can't do anything else with these shoes. They're
Bubbles that make your feet feel fine. Bubbles that cost $1.99.
Literally, I miss Bobos. They used to call them that in high school. I haven't heard that in a very long time. But we see somebody down there creating what is basically the finger glove, and that's how we start the movie. So like, we about to be in some bullshit as soon as we just jump into it. I will say, this movie moved really fast for me. Really fast. Even though it was an hour and 30, it seemed like it was only on for about 35 minutes. What was going on?
I think
I guess because they get to the point.
The pacing was just excellent throughout the entire movie. I'm like, it didn't feel
not
too
the
rushed.
acting. Not the acting. Not the acting.
Was it 84?
To be fair, this was a lot of people's first movie.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at the acting.
And the acting in the 80s wasn't exactly Meryl Streep level.
Yeah.
Meryl Streep was making movies in the 80s.
Right. Her acting wasn't Meryl Streep level either.
But I think horror movies, and I guess that's continued on, just was always low budget. It was just like, hey,
that's true.
We can get some no names. We're gonna throw y'all on this set. Just get busy. So we weren't like dealing with true thespians just yet. Shout out to Johnny Depp. What?
So after we get the knives, we start off with a woman. She's running down a
28-year-old woman.
Thank you. Running down the hall. She has her nightgown on, which is weird. And then we see a goat. We hear laughing. What the fuck is this? She ends up in a boiler room. And we see that she's being stalked by some man who has these, the same man who created these knives for hands. And he's just like, and chasing her. And she's just scared and crying. And he comes up behind her and she wakes up. And it was all a dream. And she has a terrible magazine. She has a terrible fucking mother. Her mother literally sees that there are scratches in her nightgown, and then she's like, "Oh,
Tina,
you don't
baby,
need to sleep. You need to sleep like
you
that.
You gotta cut your nails. You gotta cut your nails
and stop having dreams like that.
You either gotta choose no dreams like this or cut your nails." Like
I was like, "What the?"
If I could choose what I'm going to dream about, I would have amazing dreams every day. I would live in my dreams. I would want to live in my dreams. But no, I have you guys ever had like a night terror before?
Yes,
of course, absolutely.
What was yours about?
It's always some bullshit.
I really can't remember, and I don't remember my parents coming in to check on me either, or their side piece coming in all sex thirsty, ready to go either. It was just like
he was about to take her to pound. He said, "Baby, what you doing in here?"
I had to take it down. Take it down. Looked at the daughter like
so gross.
Yeah. Why do moms like that always get like boyfriends like that? There's that boyfriend trope is always like. I don't
think it's because she was a lot of those moms were probably in sexless marriages, or were in marriages where, they weren't pleasured and they just had to pleasure their man. So then they got this horny fiend that's probably into everything. So
like Jay, yeah.
It's a win-win.
Not true. But
we've never asked him about his sex life, and I don't think he's comfortable sharing it, and we're okay like that. I think we're fine.
I thought he said in one podcast that he told everyone he was a prostitute. But anyway, if he didn't,
I never said that. I never said that. I could have
sworn you,
and I won't
sure
take
you did not
any
disclose
more
that information.
Absolutely not. And you will not slander my name on this groundbreaking podcast. But what we do know about Springwood, Ohio, in later sequels, it is a bit of a seedy town. So it's kind of expected to, there's some dusty bars, some questionable basketball coaches in the next sequel. It's just kind of, sketchy. So sketchy mom, sketchy side piece. It's kind of the norm in Springwood, Ohio.
It's like it's the armpit of Ohio.
Oh,
right.
Wow.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to be there.
Well, Tina does do something smart. She goes and she immediately tells her friends what happened. She's like, "Look, I had this scary dream. Didn't know what was happening. It was this guy, and her friends Nancy and Glenn are in the car with her. And Nancy's like, I had a nightmare too. And she's like, what's your dream about, girl? She's like, oh, girl, get on my fucking business. So they arrive.
She does not tell her.
So I was like, damn. And so they arrive at school and we meet our next character. We meet Rod because, of course, his name is Rod.
A 35-year-old man. He's a 35-year-old man. He's the one that should be fucking Tina's mom.
He's a greaser. I didn't understand his appeal. Like, he just comes up and he's like an asshole to everybody, and then he just leaves. And then Nancy's like, "Oh my God, he likes you so much." Like, God.
Look, the things I did at 15, When I tell you I was probably the stupidest person on earth, especially since AOL was the thing back then.
Tell us more.
I can see that. No, just being a stupid kid on the internet, lying about my age, being stupid. So I'm saying, at 15, a 15-year-old girl is going to be impressed by almost anything.
Well,
especially a 35-year-old man. But I mean, she was 28, so it was legal.
I hate you. So she, she hassles Nancy. She's like, what you dream about? What you dream about? And Nancy's like, oh my God, like I didn't understand the secrecy about you having a nightmare. It was weird. Like it was weird. It made me not like Nancy, and I'm supposed to like her.
I think it's because they're just trying to say, we got to get to class. Because honestly, that scene was not needed at all. They could have introduced all of those characters at Tina's house.
I think this scene was absolutely needed because at the time, this was setting up the twist. And we can call it, yeah, I mean, we're setting up the twist that we think we're setting up Tina as the protagonist. No, like, this is going to be the protagonist of this film. She's going to likely be the final girl, blase, blase, blase. So it's just, yeah.
I don't know if anybody noticed it. I noticed it immediately. This movie was so Scream. Like, it was so Scream. It feels like he made this movie and made Scream immediately after, like literally the day after. Because I was like, the blonde person the blonde girl you see first, the red herring, the first one to die. You get your brunette girl who's sweet and innocent. She has a boyfriend who sneaks in her window. Like, it was just parallels. Even the sheriff from Scream is the deputy in this movie.
But he had black people in this movie. He had no black people in Scream.
There was a black high school student, right?
I didn't see no black people in this movie. Who's black?
There were two black high school students
in her class.
In the front of her class, yeah. The dude with the fro and the girl that was whispering the secret to him, like,
I don't see color. So we immediately
you literally base your rankings off of person of color quantity. Like, what are we talking about?
I don't know.
We do that.
I don't know. Titty sprinkles. So we immediately go to Tina's house, and basically Nancy and Glenn are staying over because, even though they don't believe her, they're supporting her, which is nice. I feel like Glenn's just over to get some strange, but yeah, they go and they're supporting her because, she's all scared, and her mom is out of town because she went to Vegas with that guy, because of course she did.
They probably went to go get married.
It's a shady look. It's a shady ass town, and we don't get the Nancy's dysfunctional parents too.
Do we see her mom do we see her mom anymore? Like, do we see her at the funeral or anything like that?
I'm not.
No, because the only funeral we see we only see Rod's funeral.
Oh, I thought that was a joint funeral. So
what is this? Final Destination 3?
I love you so much for remembering. So yeah,
what were their names? Amber and Amber?
Fuck you. Amber and Lynn, probably.
What are you crunching on today, brother? Onions?
Funky.
Yeah. I figured.
Funyuns taste like
it's like a guy's balls after he's been running for 3 minutes. So
they do, and you didn't take not a sip of water the last time I seen you gargling down those Funyuns either. How dare you slander cheesecake? I mean, carrot cake.
When did I slander carrot cake?
Yes.
Last episode.
Are you dead ass? Yes.
Jay, stop listening to our episodes, first of all.
I was really sitting with that because I'm just like, he talks so much shit. A lot. Oh, carrot cake is disgusting. I like boneless wings. Like, but you over here just munching on Funyuns like it's a delicacy.
He's unblack.
Not unblack.
I'm not gonna do it like that.
I will not be attacked.
Quarter black.
I'm not gonna be attacked by a man who has a drinking problem. I'm just not gonna do it.
By the way, everybody, I am the only one. I am the only one drinking. You can't see it, but this is a little bit of wine.
He
Yeah,
has
she's
a mug over there with dark liquid in it.
No, I don't. I have water.
No, that is dark. Why is your water dark?
It's a dark mug.
It's
It's not a
sewage.
clear mug, bro. It's not
sewage.
We're not going to do
Okay.
this. So
It's expired
if
breast
you guys
milk.
can handle, we can end the podcast and you guys can chat about this. So, expired breast milk. What is this, Homelander? Stop right now. So they're all over at Tina's house, and Tina brings up her dream, and she says that the guy has sharp fingernails and gloves, and Nancy's like, they're more like finger knives. And Tina's like, well, bitch, don't try to tell me what I saw in my dream. So it's like whatever. And Greg reveals that he pretty much had the dream as well. We get a little jumps. Greg. I said Greg? Okay, Glenn. Whatever, same thing. Shit, you knew who I was talking about. Interchangeable. So they go outside, they hear a noise, and they get Glenn. I put Greg all in my notes too. Because I just saw it again.
Hey.
So they get Glenn to go outside, and we get a little jump scare, and it's Rod. Shit, I put Rob in my notes. I'm tripping. Rob is a creep, and he just acts creepy, and for some reason, it puts Tina in the mood to go to Pound Town. Look.
No, I just criticized this hoe, and you took up for it. So let her be 15.
She's 28. Just I don't understand the things that turn people on, because this wouldn't be it for me.
But we've said that before. The whole, ooh, I'm scaring
Don't
you.
scare me.
Don't scare me.
Don't do that.
But they've
Maybe they
been
think
hooking up for a while, though. She knew that he couldn't spell his name on his penis. She said you couldn't spit. You couldn't put 4 letters on your penis, Rod. She said that.
Tina,
my name has 4 letters.
And then Tina is like, because the I is gonna make it even shorter. So, but anyway, despite him only being 4 inches, they have the best sex in the world. It sounds amazing. Like. Meanwhile, Nancy,
it was a lot. For me to be a older woman, and they kept calling her 15. I was like, gross. Just thinking about what they were doing, because they were screaming like.
And my thing is, I know 15-year-old sex is not
professionals.
That good. I do not believe 15-year-olds can have sex that good. There's no way. I feel like
I don't want to know, and I never thought about it. So,
everything.
So I don't know.
Everything's not in place.
Yeah, I blossomed very late in the game, so yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, same. Speaking for myself, I have no idea, but I will tell you at 19,
I don't know either.
Getting a hug was like intimate to me, like getting a hug.
Hand.
I will say at 19, it was trash. Let's put it that way.
Damn, and they had drugs. So yeah, they finished Pound Town. Meanwhile, Nancy and Glenn are just.
Wait, before this, I want to touch on this. Before they head up to go to the bedroom, Rod says, "Me and Tina will take her mom's bed. You guys get the rest." What is the infatuation? What is the fixation of fucking in your parents' bed?
I think it's
what is that?
I think it's gross.
They got a better mattress, you know.
They got the Tempur-Pedic. They got the purple.
Yeah, maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe
they got the
they have a bigger
mattress.
bed. I thought because they have a bigger bed.
Instead of she probably got a little twin bed, you know.
That's nasty.
But they're both super skinny.
Because if your parents are fucking, and what if your parents don't clean the sheets, and then you got your mama?
Because you know he took her there last night, and if they got up real early to rush to the airport, she didn't wash them sheets.
That's why I'm like, and then it just didn't seem like a nice bed either. That comfort was whack. But yeah,
Rod didn't look the cleanest either. Just appearances.
He was a greaser. He looked like.
We have been through the hygiene Olympics with these people, and I just don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, but it was apparently the best sex in the world. So they get done having sex, and they just decide that they're not gonna fight anymore. I thought I was like, what the fuck's happening right now? Like, no more fights. He fucked the fight out of her. Right. And then he admits that he had the dream as well. So all 4 of them have had the dream about this creepy burned man. And they just go to sleep. And so poor girl, she wake up, she hears some racketing outside. Even if I am dreaming, I'm like, why? Go back to sleep. I don't know. Like, I hate. This is the scary part of these movies, because they never know when they're dreaming or they're asleep. And it's like, I feel like I always know. Like even when I'm dreaming, I feel like I'm able to be like, I can't really fly. Like something, something usually kicks in where you're like, I know I'm not here.
Usually impending death wakes me up. Kicks in like, oh shit, I didn't die. But everything else feels very vivid, very real, especially when I'm on that melatonin.
Oh, who take melatonin? What other drugs do you take?
I can't take melatonin. It gives me night terrors. Like
it gets real, like a deep sleep.
So you ingest
I can't do it.
Drugs, Jay?
Melatonin it's like a vitamin almost.
Oh.
It is a natural thing that occurs in the human body. He's
like
just
cocaine.
upping the dosage.
Okay.
Okay, it's a supplement.
Like coke.
Like coke, yeah.
Like cocaine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cocaine. Yeah. Okay. All right.
I think you're trying.
What did you just
try
pop?
hard.
What did you just pop? He just popped something. Everyone saw it. He just popped something in his mouth. That's it.
It's a dried cranberry.
Oh.
I told you at the start of this, I'm eating a bowl of nuts.
That's a cranberry's not a nut, though, is it?
It's like a trail mix.
He should have said trail mix then, so he's a liar. Okay, so moving forward, poor Tina. I don't know how she ends up downstairs. Did she fall out the window? Like I couldn't.
She walks out the front door.
Oh, because I was like,
Pierre?
How did that didn't make sense? Because why is she going to the alley? I was like, why are you? Yeah,
it's not. It's like the townhouse. You park in the back. Type of deal.
It made their town look like it deappreciated.
You remember the garage? They didn't attach the garages to the houses back then.
Oh, I don't like that. Don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So she gets attacked by Fred because he's a businessman. And
no, Fred comes up and he's like, "Go gadget arms!" And,
what was that? What was that?
It looks so bad. It looks so bad now, but I remember that being spooky, like when I was younger. But and then he has. Go ahead.
No, I've watched this movie repeatedly throughout the years, especially around Halloween time, and watching it today, it just hit me. I'm like, damn, this movie is aging horribly with the effects, the makeup. And it started right here at the scene where we get our first glimpse of Fred. And I'm just like, man, they really was just operating on $1 and a dream because it was bad.
Two rakes and they added some material to the sweater. I need to watch the behind the scenes. That wasn't what they did.
Was it supposed to be like a shadow effect? Maybe that's what they were going for. I couldn't because I was like, why is it?
No, he was just supposed to have long arms. But when they switch, when they showed Tina. And then Tina starts to run off, and then he runs after her like, Oogie Boogie. Like, what was he doing? Why was he running like a drunk uncle? Like, it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was because I bust out laughing. I shouldn't have been laughing at this part, but it was funny to me because it was just really weird. Like you said, we're just seeing it super weird. 30-year-old and up until that point,
I think we already had a Michael Myers by now. We've already had a Jason Voorhees right now. So yeah, the Oogie Boogie creepy uncle, it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense.
Well, they were going to keep him as a pedophile, but they took that out because I think there were a lot of kidnappings going on this time in the 80s, so they just made him a murderer.
That's why
wise choice.
Yeah, I don't. This is why I hate the remake because to this day, people who saw the remake will tell me, "Oh, Freddy Krueger was a pedophile," and I'm like, no. That's in that one movie. He was always just a child murderer. Like y'all,
I think they even just before the remake in Freddy vs. Jason, I think they tried to run it back and throw little tidbits that he was a pedophile because they had the scene right before he gets burned alive. He's kind of like licking the little kids' photos. Yeah. He was doing some pedophile type movements. It wasn't as direct as the remake, but they've toyed with it a few times, I feel like, since then.
Yeah, and even in this one, he was doing some creepy ass shit. Like,
well, in the later movies,
she might not be 8, but she's supposed to be 15. That's still pedophile territory.
Well, in the later movies, he definitely like I don't know, because even like at the end when he tells Nancy, "I'm your boyfriend now," like that. Yeah, but it just wasn't so on the like. I just liked it when like he's just a guy who kills kids.
They hinted around at it, right? But
like,
that
was
scary
enough.
In your
that's
face.
Scary enough. Like you don't have to touch my child.
Yeah.
So he does the arm things, and then he's like, "Hey, Tina, watch this," and he proceeds to cut off 2 of his fingers, which was weird.
I didn't. Yeah. Well, and then they start squirting green juice. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" So,
see, it didn't really gross me out. Like the special effects here were so
it was super campy and cheesy. Yeah.
It was. My mindset was an Evil Dead, and that's even a movie that they played inside this movie. So that's what I was pretty much thinking about. So he finally attacks her, and then we switch back to the bedroom, and we see that she's still asleep. She starts screaming in the bed, and I'm like, Rod, why you didn't punch her? You look like you hit women. Why didn't you punch her?
I was more so. See, I hate situations like this because it's like, she starts screaming. He took him forever to take the fucking covers off her. I was pissed, and he just leaves the door closed. Meanwhile, Nancy and Glenn are up. They hear her screaming and they come running, but the door's still closed. I would open the door and be like, "Y'all come in here," because
see this. You need to see this.
You ruined the alibi when we didn't see what happened, and all you hear is her screaming Rod's name and him screaming her name.
Well, it's like the big horror trope in movies. Like, I hit the killer, I turned around to get your attention, and then when I turned back, the killer was gone. I'm not taking my eyes off you. I can walk backwards.
And unscrew that door and I've been, look, y'all come here, look at this shit. Let's watch her die. And that's literally what he does. He just sits in the corner in his underwear and watches her, like, she gets cut open, the blood starts coming out. It was really good blood. And then they pull a poltergeist and she starts floating up the wall in her underwear. I'm like, what the fuck is this about?
And I know I just kicked the back end on the special effects, but this scene still holds up in my opinion. And it was kind of cool how they did it. I watched the Never Sleep Again documentary. They basically built an entire rotating room. So she was like legit sliding up and down these walls and ceilings or whatever. And I think at that time, on that budget, that's kind of impressive.
That's cool.
I think that's where most of the money went.
Probably.
That and the Johnny
and on the 500 gallons of blood.
The Johnny Depp.
Yeah. A lot of blood.
Yeah. I gotta refill my wine. You guys take it away.
Are you fucking serious? Okay, so
right. It's just me and you, bro. Let's go.
All right, so Rod's just screaming, Rod's screaming, Tina's screaming. Tina dead as a doornail, so she eventually Nancy and Glenn are at the door, and they're like, "What's happening?" And so Glenn gets the they never really say what Glenn does. Glenn play a sport? Because how does he break the door down? But anyhow,
he doesn't play a sport, although he does wear the football halter top, crop top. At the end, but no, he's like a preppy guy.
Okay, cool. Well, the prep breaks down the door, and all they see is an open window. They see Tina on the bed. Everything is just so bloody, like she bloody, bruised, and it's just blood everywhere. And Rod is gone. I hate you saying Rob. And yikes! Call the police.
Interchangeable. It's interchangeable. The same name. By the way, you play
it. Was this right before or maybe it was kind of inner splicing. Did we get the scene where Nancy's in the bed and Freddy's like imprint comes to the wall?
Yeah, so when Tina first wakes up and she hears the rocks coming to the door, that's when the wallpaper decides to Freddy comes through the wallpaper.
Yeah, that was cool too.
And Nancy, it was pretty cool. And Nancy grabs her crucifix and he kind of disappears. I don't know. Nancy had a better grasp on her dreams and being awake than anybody else in this movie.
Clearly.
She really did.
So, yeah. Anyway, Nancy's policeman father shows up and he's like, okay, I got to get to the... He doesn't?
No, I'm just... Because you said policeman father.
Okay. His name is Don. And he shows up and he's like, I got to get to the bottom of this. And I'm sorry, they're at the police station. Nancy's at the police station with her drunk mother and her father, who is the police lieutenant. Yeah. And we get some terrible acting. Oh my God. Nancy, baby.
I'm sure it was her first movie.
I didn't take her death seriously.
I'm just saying, Mom, they used to fight about the little things.
She's my best friend.
So we get the lowdown, we get the tea, we get the skinny. Her parents are divorced and they don't like each other. And because I understand.
And the mom is a drunk.
I could understand why her dad was a sage. Like, what were y'all doing over there? Like, it's her friend's house. It's not uncommon for a high schooler to be at her friend's house. Like, that was a weird question.
He thought they were having sex.
Was it the sex?
Well, yeah, 2 boys, 15-year-old girls.
One
That's
cup.
doing too much. Whoa, hey yo,
2 boys. Were they
chill
sword
out,
fighting?
chill out with that salacious stuff too.
Were they frauding?
It could
Hold on.
have been two boys, 1 cup. It didn't need to be. 2
No,
boys.
we're not doing that.
Were they frauding?
I forgot about that.
How could you forget about that? That was the talk of the town for
What?
months when we were.
Were you?
I never
you,
saw
We were
it.
in our 20s.
I never saw
you were
it.
no. Well, Pierre was a youngin.
Yeah, I didn't.
When
I
that
never
came
saw it.
Good. Now people go over to what is it? Dubai to have people do it for them, and they get paid $20,000.
Bro.
Yeah.
I don't think
I
those
love
young
how
ladies
Nancy-
in that show got paid.
No, absolutely not. They was doing it for the free. Nancy's mom definitely looked her cold dead in her face and was like, "You don't take murder serious, even though you're complicit in a whole
How can
other
you
man's
say that,
murder."
Mom?
Yeah,
Right.
it's crazy.
Like
The hypocrites.
Mar-
it's
Marge
like the
was
world
off the
today. It's like
Oh,
the
yeah.
world today, you know?
I couldn't understand.
I have no
Mhm.
empathy unless it happens to me.
So yeah, but she takes up for Rod. She's like, no, he didn't do it, which is cool
Mhm.
considering.
Yeah,
it
well,
feels like they don't
she
even really
tells
like him.
them, but she also tells them that Tina dreamt it. Tina
Oh, yeah,
said
yeah.
that somebody was trying to kill her.
Mm-hmm. But they don't pay her any mind. She's consistent with her story throughout this entire movie, and they just think she's fucking nuts.
I wanted to kill both of her parents. I wanted Freddy to kill both of her parents. I wanted Rod
like
to
the
kill both
dad.
of her parents.
I don't understand why it took him so long to actually start killing the parents, but I get to punish them. But okay, yeah, but
Well, he doesn't want to kill
Well,
the
he couldn't.
parents. He wants
No, because
yeah.
remember, he couldn't. He had to come out of the world to do that.
how lovely. So,
Well, if we're getting into the lore, why couldn't he just like go into anybody's dreams and just, well, I guess we did find out in Freddy vs. Jason he can go into a parent's dream and kill
Yeah.
them, but
he can.
yeah, but did he just want to make the parents suffer by going after their children?
That's what I thought it was. Like that
life?
was their punishment because of what
Correct.
they
Yeah.
did.
Because
But
okay. Freddy didn't kill Nancy's brother or sister, did he?
did she have a brother and sister? I thought
We
she
don't
So
know.
this lady went and jumped on the mob to kill Freddy, and he didn't even hurt her.
Well, she
It could have just been like the community.
She said kids
coming
we all
together.
knew. Yeah, she said kids we
Yeah.
all knew.
Yeah. It's like, hey,
Okay,
even
well,
though
anyway.
it was
'Cause, I mean, if-
fucking my bingo partner's kids.
Yeah.
We gotta tool up and we gotta pull up.
Because you
That's
killed
it.
20 kids. That's a lot of
Your
people in the
Your
neighborhood.
bingo partner's kid. Jay, do you
I'm
play
just saying.
bingo?
I don't play bingo. I'm not there yet.
You killed 20 kids. So I mean, my thing is you kill my kid, I'm definitely gonna get some homies to come and shoot you in your damn face.
Okay, good. There you go.
God, will
Gargling.
you
Oh
calm
my
down,
God.
Mr.
God
Funyuns?
damn.
With Gristle.
Oh,
There's Gristle. Are you eating pork rinds?
Oh, don't say that.
So- So Nancy leaves to go to school the next day, and her mom's like, "You're going to school? What do you mean you're going to school? You shouldn't go to school." And Nancy's like, "I'm fine, Mom. I can go to school." So she leaves out of the house. We see.
hold up. Marge got that glass of vodka on the way to
Cheers,
come
bitch.
on. In the same
Cheers
glass
to the
as that,
girls' weekend.
she was going.
You better watch
to
those B
work.
words, baby. You better watch those for you end up over in the ocean.
She wasn't even pouring it in her coffee or nothing. It was just straight up. And you going to work like that?
I'm divorced. Why
Yo,
hide it?
there is no
Springwood,
no
Ohio.
liquor. There's no liquor other than beer or wine. I mean, I guess those are considered liquor in some way, but I cannot drink vodka or tequila or anything straight like that.
Yeah, that is.
I'm not that far gone yet.
It's a skill.
Some Russian gulag type shit. Ugh,
Mm-mm.
it's too much.
Give me the wine, give me the beer, and I'll go to town, baby. But
So on her way to school, Nancy's ambushed. And she's ambushed by Rod. This do I understand why he did this? I don't know. I thought this was extremely creepy. He like, grabs her mouth and shit, pulls her in. He's like, I didn't do it. She's like, I know you didn't do it. And then he's like, shut up or I'll like he like threatens to hit her. Like,
I told you. That's why he should have hit Tina.
Like, she's literally on your side. She took up for you with the police. Why are you about to be violent towards her?
Because he knows that it's a wrap for his ass.
Yeah,
I
didn't
understand. Why. That's the only answer. Because it is. Within like what 4 more seconds, here comes Nancy's dad around the corner. Put him up, sucker. Like
he tries to run, but the cops
the cops were on him like white on rice and a glass of milk and a paper plate in a snowstorm.
Right. And she's like, Dad, you used me? Like, what
are you doing? What are you doing going to school anyway, Nancy?
I'm not crazy. She runs off. Then we get to the school and we see Lynn Shay looking beautiful. She is her teacher. You know who Lynn Shay is.
A young Lynn Shay too. Boy.
She looked great. I love her. She's phenomenal. Phenomenal actor.
She's a horror icon for sure.
This part, I give Nancy's her props here. And I think this is why she got this role. So she's in class and of course, she asks the teacher, oh, can I go to the restroom? Or she hears something outside. So she heads out to the hallway and she sees a body bag with blood all over it and a trail of blood. So we, the people, know that she's dreaming. She, I guess, thinks this is really happening. The bag gets pulled down the hallway and we hear her name being called. So she runs around the corner and she runs into a girl with a green and red sweater on and she shrieks and the girl says, where's your hall pass? And she says, screw your pass. Like, I had to rewind that like 4 times. Like, why did she say this like this? This isn't the reason why she got the role, mind you. I'll tell you when, because that's not it. So she runs off and she turns around and now the girl's like, what does the girl say to her?
She has her claws and she said, what the fuck?
I can't remember what she said.
I can't remember what she said either. I just remember her waving because I was like, I feel like something like that happened in another Nightmare on Elm Street movie. That's literally what went across my head.
No, so that happened in Scream.
Okay, that's what it was.
And
the guy
speaking
that was
of the call,
yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah,
well, that was Wes Craven.
That was Wes Craven.
Right. It was a full circle moment.
Like, again, he literally made the Scream a day after he made this movie. So she goes down there. I don't know why she was following this shit. And she gets attacked.
Yo, if you can't tell me what you want, if you're whispering, and you're just calling my name, what? Check the fucking music room. Look, tell me what you need to tell me because I'm not going to follow you blindly.
That's the oldest trick in the book, and I don't know why bitches fall for that. Like, if you are really my friend and you're really somebody, bring your ass here. Why would I follow you? Like, come here. Like, absolutely not.
Check the music room.
She gets attacked by Freddy.
Jay, do you know that? Do you know that?
No, what's that reference? Remind me. It sounds familiar.
Scary Movie 2.
She's like, Cindy. Cindy. And Cindy's
like,
huh?
The haunting type of
okay, me and Pierre can act it out. Cindy.
What? Who are you?
I need you to check the music room.
What is going on?
Check the music room.
What are you saying?
Check the fucking music room.
She was pissing me off too.
Was great.
She was pissing me off too.
We had so many references from Scary Movie 2 the last podcast. I didn't even realize how many we had, but it covers
no. Throughout
so
all
movies.
of your podcasts, you guys call back to the Scary Movie franchise quite often.
It's not our fault.
Didn't we go see that in the theaters?
No.
Did you come? You weren't with me?
Wait, Scary Movie 2? Scary Movie 2? No. I saw Scary Movie 2.
Me, you, and Amanda?
No, I saw Scary Movie 2 with Queen.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Because I remember, the businesswoman, because I remember Tucked In or Out. And I remember her saying, what the hell is that?
That is funny.
Another terrible movie together. We saw X-Men: The Last Stand. So Nancy gets attacked by Freddy, and he's like he's not really hurting her, but he's like, doing the whole stalky pop out, like chasing her thing. And he actually corners her in the boiler room. And I loved it because this scene was in at the beginning of Freddy versus Jason, where she's just like, it's only a dream. It's only a dream. You can't hurt me. And he's just like slowly inching towards her. And this is when she becomes a bad bitch. She takes her arm and she slams it against one of the I don't know what you would call this. I'm gonna call it a pipe. But it's
pipe? No. You would call it a pipe.
Oh, because I feel like because I feel like if I say a pipe, they'd be like, well, why is it hot? But it's
because it's in a boiler room.
Right. She turns into the boiler room pipe and she starts burning herself. And so she stands up in the classroom and she's like screaming, but she's still kind of asleep.
This is the part where she got the movie, where she got this role, because that screaming and the yelling, it was so believable. Oh, yeah. She has a great scream. It was so believable.
101.
I said that was it, because the rest of this acting that she gives us is dog shit, mama.
So her teacher,
dog shit though, not dog shit. She was good.
No, I said dog shit, mama. You gotta have a mama at the end.
Okay, dog shit, mama.
That means it's worse.
Teacher, Lynn, comes over to her and she's like, girl, wake the fuck up, bitch. And so she's like, oh my God. And so it's funny because like it didn't freak me out, but I was just like, she was like, oh my God, I'm gonna call your mom. And I'm like, damn, like she's like, I had one little outburst. Like, why do we where are we calling people my parents for? And Nancy's like,
have you ever had anybody scream in the middle of a lecture? Come on.
I would say go to the office. Never. I wouldn't say I'm calling your mom. Like,
or go to the nurse.
Yeah,
go to the nurse for everything.
Yeah, so yes, Nancy was like, no, it's okay. I'm gonna walk home. I'm gonna go straight home. I was like, oh, I didn't know that was acceptable either. I know you just fucking leave school without somebody checking you out. What kind of shit is this in the 80s? So
I used to leave school.
You can just, I mean, not like early release, like a senior.
You used to do a lot of things at 15, 16.
No, not 17. When I was 15. When I was in elementary school.
How?
Whoa! By yourself?
Just leave the campus, like
in Mississippi?
Hell no! I did not go to school in Mississippi till I was in 10th grade. I was my dad was in the Navy, and this is when we lived overseas, so we were on base. So for lunch, we would have an hour break for recess.
What
and
country?
Lunch.
What continent? Country? Where we at?
Japan.
Okay.
And they would let me. I had an excuse. I was able to go home and take my dog out. And then
they didn't know the little guy Gene was missing. Like, okay.
No, they knew I was gone.
But you said it like you just walked out the joint. Like, I'm out.
Joint.
Yeah, I would go. I would eat my lunch and then I would leave. But I lived literally across. Like, I lived across the street, so I wasn't going too far. But yeah, I was able to leave school. I was a very responsible child. Thank you. Just like Nancy.
Like I hate you. So yeah, Nancy goes straight. Did she go straight home?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I don't like.
No, she goes to the police station. She goes to the police station.
Oh yeah, because she goes to see
only like
Rod.
4 set pieces in this entire movie. So,
but when she steps when she steps outside on her way to the police station, she looks at her arm and she sees that burn is still there. So she's like, Like, why didn't she feel that? Maybe
you got to see it to feel it.
Maybe she was too hysterical.
Okay.
Yeah, your adrenaline. You don't feel the pain just yet. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Could be.
Yeah, like when a penis goes in your ear. So,
hey,
Nancy heads on over to the jail.
You got a big ear canal.
Another scary movie reference.
To talk to Rod. We already did that one. And to talk to Rod. To explain, like, I don't even know why, because he seems very dumb, but to basically explain what happened that night. And he's just like, I don't know. She was just.
Well, no, he describes the death. He describes it. Well, this is the part that gets Nancy. She becomes inquisitive about it. Is when he says it's like she had 4 razors that slashed her at the same time. Mm-hmm. So then Nancy's like, wait a minute. Bingo. That happened in my dream. I know who you're talking about. And so then after that, Nancy leaves and she's singing the Freddy song. Like, how does she know the song already? How does she know this top 10 hit?
Maybe
in one of her previous dreams, she heard the little girls jump roping and skipping hot,
because they were literally doing it right next to the schoolyard in the beginning.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They in everybody's dream.
Did you guys see something in that scene where I was like, oh, What happened in the past couple of years? Think about it. When she's in the bathtub, Nancy had a wash rag.
Fuck you.
Oh wow, damn.
Was it a
that
wash
was only
rag?
that's probably just to clean the tub.
I thought
But
it was a loofah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
No, it was a wash rag. It was a literal
I didn't
wash
see
They
her
rag.
wash.
use
Did she
that
wash
they
anything?
no, that wash rag was used to they sprinkle some Comet and then they used to scrub it down in the 80s. So yeah.
Man, Comet is like the worst cleaner ever.
So
Golly.
we get
I know it does people was using that for like a decade straight though. Comet was the thing back in the day. Don't tell me it won't.
I
Is it
bought
really
some
bad
the
cleaner?
other day. It just doesn't. It doesn't.
It
like,
smells kind
spread.
of good. It doesn't.
know-
It doesn't
no.
spread.
But you know,
Yeah.
black people, like they mix Comet with bleach and shit. Just like,
Yo,
Oh, yeah,
I'm sure
make a
you
little
did the ammonia
concoction
thing.
with that joint.
yeah.
Yeah.
I almost died when I was younger with the ammonia.
I'm just like,
bleach.
but I've seen black people clean like that, and I'm like, how are we not dead? Just, but yeah.
Why you think they putting all that seasoning on their food? They can't taste shit anymore.
So we get the
Nostrils
best,
off.
the most iconic and the best shot of the movie. So Nancy's in the tub and her mom's like, Nancy, be careful. Don't fall asleep in the tub. You know, a lot of people die that way. She knows a lot of ways that people can die. And Nancy's like, shut the fuck up, mom. And she goes to sleep in the bathtub with her legs wide open like I do. And we get
Well, it wasn't a
iconic-
garden tub or anything. It wasn't jacuzzi, so she had to fit in there. If she
And
wanted
have
to
y'all
lean
ever
down and let the water
seen-
touch her neck.
Have y'all ever seen the it was like the behind the scenes photo of that scene where it's like Nancy and this grown ass 6'2" man in the tub with her doing the hand thing. Because watching it, I always thought, okay, maybe they figured out a way to just get a hand, just an arm or something in there. But no, they were like in there together.
Mm.
Kind of.
They could have put
doing
like a string. They could have
shark
pulled the hand up with a string or something.
Yeah,
right?
it's true. Yeah, not. They
It
didn't
could have
think
been
of that.
practical, but they said, nah,
They
fuck
didn't.
that.
Yeah, we're gonna get it. We're gonna
Like,
get a
give me
man
that.
in here with the girl.
Girl, give
Grab
me
him by
that.
the pussy.
So
Yeah.
Girl,
Yeah,
give
so-
me that. Girl, give me that.
so the hand moved towards her and then it sinks back
Classic.
down. She wakes up a little bit, but then she falls back. I don't understand the concept of falling asleep in the tub. I really don't. Like, what are you doing? Like,
You're
I don't think
soaking.
I've
You're
fallen.
relaxing. I wouldn't personally, but I can.
I don't think I
can
fall
see it.
asleep. The water too hot. I'd be like, oh, I gotta get out of here.
baby, did you see how hot that water was? Did you see all that fucking steam? I was like, that's a good ass bath. I would have.
Man,
That was a good ass.
I would have cut the light off and lit a candle.
Woo, that guy.
Yeah, and
Yes,
that's
indeed.
gonna knock you right out.
And so she does get knocked out.
And don't give me a glass of wine. It's over.
Well, what are
She
you
gets-
doing with your nose? Why'd you did like the?
I was trying to
Coke World just
scratch
now.
it. I was trying to
Oh, my
scratch my
bad.
nose and it went in.
Oh, I was like, oh, hold on, she do.
No, I was just scratching my nose.
So you know how
Taking a
Coke
little-
works. Yeah. So she gets dragged into the water.
I watch movies. I watch movies.
Okay. I've never
seen
heard
it.
of you.
I've seen
I've
it.
never heard of a movie before in my life. So she gets dragged into the water and she's like basically getting drowned by Freddy. And she's
No,
but,
shut
like,
up.
but she like there's like a hole and she's swimming up and she's like, ah, like so she's able to like pop out the hole and
She's
be like, Mom!
screaming,
Yeah, she's screaming for her life.
screaming her mom's name. She's screaming her mom's
Marge
name. And her mom's like,
bursting
hold
that
on,
joint.
baby.
But she got the
Hold
door
on,
locked.
I'll get you.
She got the door locked and her mom like, hold on, baby, hold on. So like
Let me
he
go get
dragging
a
her.
wire hanger.
Does this work? I was like, there's no way this is gonna fucking work. And
Yeah, so it's one of those push locks where you just gotta find something
Oh.
to push it back the other way.
okay. So she
Marge was drunk out of her mind. She did not need no damn hanger to
Yo,
open
but
up that
but
fucking
Marge
door.
Marge was alert. Marge was on it. Like
Yeah.
she could probably like
she's
probably drives drunk.
Yeah.
She's a functional alcoholic.
Well, clearly she drives drunk. We've seen her going to work with that shit. But, okay.
But Nancy manages to get herself out, and by the time she gets out, her mom comes in, and she's just like, "Oh, mother, it's fine. It's fine. I just slipped when I was coming out of the." I thought she was gonna say, "I hate when I get these other movie references." I thought she was gonna say, "I got soap in my eyes." What is that from? Somebody did that in the shower and was like, "Oh, I just had soap in my eyes."
That sounds like a real life experience.
But she like gets.
You
in
got
her
to
ro-
be more careful with the doves.
and she's like, "Oh well, I'm fine." She's like, "All right, baby. Well, she's like, I'm gonna go turn your bed down." she's like, all right,
She's like,
I'll
get out, mother.
Like I'll put on my nightgown. I was like, turn your bed down. What the fuck does that mean? What is that?
It's like, I'm about to unravel. I'm gonna get the sheets right for you. Yeah. I'm gonna get the sheets right for you. So you can hide
fluff
right
the
on
pillows, pull the sheets. So when you get in, all they have
Y'all
to do is
stop acting like this shit. Don't act like this shit is normal. People do this shit.
I'm an 80s baby.
Right, that's what I was about to say. You know, people born in the 90s don't understand.
Yeah,
like,
you
what kind of treatment
man.
is this? If you don't pull that fucking I gotta fluff the pillows. Get the fuck out of my face. So yeah, and she said.
So you can think about like when you get to a hotel. Think about when you get to a hotel and they have the covers tucked under the bed. Those are things that they're removing so you can get in the bed.
Oh, okay. Well, her mom also said she's gonna fix us some warm milk. So because you know, I don't.
What the fuck is
I know
that?
it helps. I know it helps, but I'm not chugging no. Make me feel like I'm swallowing.
She should have just gave her some melatonin. Pierre.
Yes.
What? You hear the sound?
No.
What happened? I'm scared. Wait, did I disappear?
The last thing you said was swallowing something. What is it?
He said, I don't want to drink warm milk. It makes me feel like I'm drinking a gallon of nut. Well, luckily,
I drink whole milk. Does that help? I drink whole milk, so it's already thick.
You drink whole milk? Oh my God, you're childish.
Whole milk is crazy. Yo, you really do have the taste buds of an 8-year-old.
That is insane.
You do.
That is insane. Do you put ketchup on your hot dogs too?
You need to go ahead and worry about your life.
Why are you still eating hot dogs? Why are you still eating hot dogs?
I don't eat hot dogs anymore.
I eat hot dogs at a barbecue.
Yeah. But I don't eat them because I don't know how to grill, so I don't eat them like boiling. Yeah.
What did you eat when we went to that Cajun restaurant? What did you get? Did you get a crab cake? What'd you get?
Yeah, I got some crab cakes. I told you.
We went to go eat. This fool got, I guess, a strawberry lemonade and one fucking crab cake.
Because I didn't know it was one crab cake.
Eating a full meal.
I didn't know it was one because I like crab cake. Let me defend myself.
He don't eat.
Jury. So no, it's because I love crab cakes. But every time I go to a restaurant, they never have like just like the crab cakes are always $28 fucking. And I'm like,
they are really.
I don't
crazy.
Really want. Just
Let me tell you a funny story. I went to this hookah bar or whatever when I used to live in Atlanta, and I'm looking on the menu and I'm like, it says 6 chicken wings, $14. So I called the waitress over. I'm like, oh yeah, so is it a whole wing or a drumettes? And she's like, I said, like the whole wing, so it's like wing, and then the wing on the back, or a wing at. It's like, oh no, it's the whole wings. I said, perfect. $14, I could do that because that's like the equivalency of like 12 drumettes. She set them 6 drumettes in front of me. I said, excuse me? I looked at her, I said,
6 party wings is insane.
For $14.
Yeah, for $14.
I said, you told me this was the whole wing. So she had an accent. She sounded like she was from like Ukraine or Russia. And she's like, ZC's the whole wing. I said, I said, I lifted the plate up. I was like, you can take that back.
Take that shit.
Just bring
right
me a
on
burger
back.
or something. Yo, so the fact that you have to ask, is it a whole wing or a drumette? But Pierre wouldn't know nothing about that because he's boneless. But anyway, I know
whole wings.
Chicken nugget. That's what he is.
Boneless wings are not chicken nuggets, and I will not debate it. So,
yes, they are.
They're not.
Yes, they are.
They're not. Help somebody, help me. I'm gonna die. So
there's now you know how I feel when you try to gang up with me and talk about carrot cake is disgusting. Carrot cake is the best.
Carrot cake is fucking nasty. You don't need a vegetable. It's
number
cake.
1 is carrot cake. Number 2,
yeah.
Hold on. Number 2 is sakatimi.
I'll stick a carrot in your cake.
Is lemon. I'll pass. I have my own things here. I don't need your carrot.
All right.
Anywho. All right.
Devices.
So, Glenn sneaks over.
You see how Freddy? Let me stop. I guess the wine's kicking in.
Yes. Glenn sneaks over.
Yeah.
Just like how Billy Loomis did. He sneaks over. I don't know. How did he climb all the way up there? But yeah, he sneaks over.
She had the what is that called?
Oh, it's like it's called
a lattice.
It's like a
plant lattice.
The
little Goonies ladder.
Yeah,
the rope ladder.
A terrace, not a terrace. It's called something cute.
Oh
but
no,
yeah.
with the greenery, and you could just
So he sneaks in. He sneaks in barefoot. I want to add that because it's important.
Yo, they didn't even tell us he lives across the street till like the movie was almost over.
Yes, they did.
I was like, where did he come from?
He came from across the street. So yeah, he sneaks in her room, like Billy did Sydney, because he wanted some nookie and some cookie because he was watching The Exorcist, and it got him thinking about her. And he just lays on her bed with his dirty fucking feet.
Yo, if somebody ever tells me I'm watching The Exorcist and made me think about you, get the fuck out of here. I'm calling 911. There's no way. There's not even a black person in that movie, so you damn sure aren't thinking about me.
It turns Cindy on. So yeah, he comes up, he's checking on her, and she's just like, Glenn, do me a favor. But it's not what you think. Why did you cut the lights off? But yeah, so basically, we don't find out till later, but this is what the plan was. He's supposed to watch her fall asleep. He's going to stay up, watch her fall asleep, and then he's going to punch her. You said that shit. He's going to wake her up if she is having
He's going to donkey punch her.
But from what we see as the audience, we think that she's going to look for something. And they both go out the house barefoot, and she starts walking down the street. And he's like in the bushes looking out for her. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like,
well, she just said she go do some investigating.
Yeah, but this movie gets very weird because it's like as she goes down the street, it looks like they're in the ghetto. In the ghetto, do you notice that? Like it just gets
talking about ghetto love.
Well, yeah, it's that same like dusty driveway alleyway thing.
But she was going down her street, like that's why. Like what? Why would it?
And
look
apparently,
like
it's not that far from the police station either.
They live 4 fucking feet away from the police station. So she jumped on top of the roof of the police station. Nothing is secure in this movie, and she looks and she can see the window and she can see Rob, and she's looking down on Rob and damn it, Rod, and she.
Tiffany's notes.
And she's like, Rod. And so she sees a guy come
Pick your ass up, fool.
And she sees a guy come in and he goes through the bars. The effects were not that bad. And it's Freddy.
Cool.
And he like
it was cool.
He like covers him with a blanket and she's like, oh my God, who the fuck are you? And he's like, I'm Darlene's cousin. Who the fuck are you?
Well, she doesn't see. We already did that one. She doesn't see anything. Tighten up. She doesn't see him do anything because she turns back and she hears and she sees Tina like on the wall with the still wrapped up in the body bag, and she has centipedes crawling out of her mouth like she's Rebe Jackson.
Once comes
it's
out
like
of
a
her
lot
mouth.
going on. Like, why was Freddy taunting her with Tina's dead body? I must know why.
Maybe because that's her friend. He was trying to hurt
That's
her.
like her best friend. He was like, all right, I'm going to toy with my prey before I kill her.
But then we get a boring ass chase scene. Oh my God, it was so boring. I was so bored. And
No. It gets cool by the time that she gets to her house. I thought it was so cool when she came in the house and she started going up the stairs and it became sperm. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, it made me.
It was like a marshmallow.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't finish that sentence. So
I feel like you need to get laid big time because something is going on.
You've been
wrong with you?
You've been OD horny this entire episode. It's reminding me of the Scream 4 episode.
I'm not horny at all. Busting out on the DVD.
I saw your Instagram post.
What Instagram post?
With all the emojis.
For the users that don't have Instagram, can you elaborate, Tiffany?
Why don't you have Instagram, Jay?
It's not my thing. Social media is.
It's not
I'm not
your
big
thing.
on it.
You're not big on social media. You're not big on
I'm
it.
not. I'm not that interested. I'm more of a viewer.
I think you're very interesting, and I think that
I'm
you
not
need to have higher self-esteem.
I didn't say I wasn't interesting. I said I'm not interested in social media.
Yes. I think that the world needs to know that you look like Taj Mowry. So, they.
What?
She goes up the stairs.
You don't look like Taj Mowry.
You didn't think that effect was cool? I thought that was so cool.
It was cool, but don't call it sperm because it looked like marshmallows.
Maybe I just be stepping in sperm. Anyhow, she was going up the stairs and she was like getting stuck. But see, this is why I didn't understand. Because Freddy did it again where he taunted her with old girl's deadly. He had like a little plastic paper.
It was awful.
I was like, "What are you doing, Freddy?"
Yo, it looks really bad in Blu-ray. Like it looks bad.
Wait, it was just like a picture of her, but in a piece of paper, and then it
looked like a piece of. It wasn't even a whole mask. It was literally just a piece of paper.
It looked like exactly Tiffany. It looked like that. Look, move again so we can see Nancy. It looked like that. That was over his face.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck is happening? So
Wait a second, move again because so you put it in the view again. Like snap your finger, snap your finger in 2-step. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
hate him.
Yeah,
I hate him. And then I didn't understand.
I couldn't see it. I couldn't see
Freddy
it.
was struggling to go through the door, and I'm like, didn't we just see you walk through prison bars? Why can't you get inside the door and you're in a dream?
His powers were they seesawed throughout the whole movie.
I was like, just because what we know later, you know how he literally controls it. I feel like he would have just appeared in the house.
But then just think about this. So when she gets in the room, we see that Glenn is he's knocked out. He's sleeping in the chair, and then Fred just burst through the door.
Well, he burst through her window. I mean, not her window,
no.
her mirror. Her mirror. He came through the mirror.
But the mirror was attached to the door, so he burst through the door.
I want to say he came through the magic mirror.
But then somehow Nancy is stronger than him because she ain't having it.
To be fair, Robert Englund is like what? Like, we're not going to act like he's the tallest man on earth.
You know, it's really surprising. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but like in the coming years, he made the role iconic because, you know, Freddy got to talk more, Freddy got to do more. But like with his stature, right. He was a very small man. I wonder what was his draw to get this role because Freddy doesn't talk much. He doesn't do too much. But I wonder why they felt like he was the perfect person for this. Or if it was just because it doesn't matter how big or small he is. He's like a ghost, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. Well, Robert Englund already had an interesting look. And he was an established actor at that point. I mean, he did Dune, V. So, I mean, he was definitely well known in the game. So I don't even think stature came into play. And I don't know what it is about this movie, but in the later sequels, he looks like above average height man.
Maybe they hired smaller
actors,
other actors to go against.
I think you're right.
That could be.
Yeah, but I don't think stature. I think he already had the acting draw. I was like, oh, we got to catch. We got Robert Englund.
Or, you know, like you said, Jason. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure Friday the 13th, the second one had come out by this time because, of course, we know that the mother did it in the first one. So maybe they wanted something different than like a big hulking man. And they were like, okay, let's just play on this aspect. Okay, that makes sense, you know?
Because if he's just a guy, he's a regular suburban guy who's been killing kids. Like maybe...
I don't know, like maybe Charlie in Scream 4?
And they also wanted... I think they wanted like an actor for Freddy Krueger versus... Because Jason, they just kept doing the nameless actor thing.
Stunt
until they got to... Yeah,
literally
until they got to the one guy.
Yeah,
until Kane Hodder came around. But
come on, Jay. Come on, Jay, for knowing Kane. Come on.
I'm getting into my
right
bag.
there.
I told you I was ready to pod. I was ready to pod today.
That boy right there.
Yeah. So, you know, Robert Englund, it was a catch, but he does look, especially when he did the Oogie Boogie Uncle Dance, he definitely did look like a shorter guy for sure.
So he starts fucking up with that feather pillow, and you know they don't make feather pillows anymore. Don't do that. And she starts screaming, hollering, all this kind of stuff. And I forget how she wakes up.
The alarm went off.
Oh, because she set an alarm because she knew she couldn't count on fucking Glenn. She wake up and cuss Glenn the fuck out. She said, "You bastard."
She should have. She really should. She should have slapped him. She should have.
He told his ass, "Stay your ass awake." Why she didn't just give Glenn some of them pills?
Oh yeah, those caffeine.
No, that pissed me off.
Them stay awakes. Yeah,
because it's like she took them and immediately went to sleep. Like nothing helps in this movie. Nothing helps.
Well, she had been up for like 7 days. I don't think anything would.
Yeah, the gray hairs and everything. Yeah,
unless she took 2 Adderalls.
I'm glad Jay mentioned that because that wasn't an effect I hadn't noticed before. But I was like,
that hadn't happened yet.
Oh shit! Fuck.
So they had
shit.
Calm down. So they head over to the police station to go see Rod again, and she's like, "Look, I know something's wrong with him." And her dad's like, "What are you doing here, Nancy?" And you know they don't let him in, and then they finally get in, and Rod is dead to the cell. He has hung himself with that leather jacket that they wouldn't have let him keep.
It was not a leather jacket. He hung him. Freddy hung him with the bed sheets.
Yeah, he wouldn't have had sheets in holding.
Oh, I
I've
know
seen
they
enough
were still.
jail cells to know. Not jail
Oh,
cells.
But
Oh, I've seen enough
whoa.
jail shows to know.
No, no,
I've
no,
never been
no, no, no. I think we
arrested.
got a little slip there.
So
I think we got a
he
slip.
stages it as a suicide. So then we finally get our funeral scene, and Nancy's parents are very worried over at Rod's funeral, and her mom's like, "Let's go over to the Katia Institute," and that just so happens to be in Springwood, Ohio. Whatever, sure. And her mom wants to check and see if she just needs a CPAP, to help her sleep through the night. We're not sure what's going
or a
on.
pap smear.
And as someone who's had a pap smear, shut the fuck up because it's not related.
Hey, I stay out of women's business most of the time. So.
Yeah,
Please. Who do you think you
you're
are?
not face first in it. So yeah.
Hey, gotta eat.
We don't know his story. I don't know
don't know
your
my
story.
I
You
definitely don't
my
know your story.
Yeah,
Well,
I can see.
PM
I can
talking
tell
about
from his
Hennessy
teeth. I
going
can
through
tell
the-
from
Right.
his teeth. He's a nibbler.
You're right. We know his story because
Yeah, we
he
know
busted
PS
nut on wheat bread.
On wheat
Stepping
bread.
in semen every
Jay
day.
made that up. Jay made that up
He's-
though. Jay made
He
up.
said
Jay came up with that phrase.
gargling milk like nuts.
It's a lot.
Penis in the-
It's a lot.
Jay- in
Jay
the
came
ear.
up with the
Let me
peanut butter
ask you.
thing.
Let me serious
toast-
question. Are you
something about toast and strudel.
here? Are you sexually
Toasters.
satisfied? Are you okay over there?
I'm very okay.
That is great. I am so happy to hear that.
But yeah,
And I think we can tell.
Jay was the one who made up the busting out on wheat bread. Everyone heard him. Everyone can corroborate
No,
my
I
story.
did not.
Yes,
That was you.
Jay, that's what happened. Yes,
Dude,
it is.
I'm the most PG person on this podcast, bro.
Jay.
I am.
Jay.
Scream 4 is when you really got into your horny bag. And
I don't
then
know
you just haven't
These
you haven't calmed down ever
accusations-
since.
So these
Oh yeah,
accusations-
because he was so big on Charlie. Like, ooh, he's the best looking.
Yeah,
cookie.
the
Da-da-da-da.
Culkin brother. Oh Jesus.
Okay, so
You're
now
right.
we're just saying slanderous things. So I want us to be careful because we don't want lawsuits. So how about we not slander me and I won't call my lawyer. So so I was very interested that everybody went to Rod's funeral when they thought that he killed Tina. I thought that was very interesting. Because even
Right, because of the way that he died, you could tell that he wasn't murdered. Right.
Yeah, so it was just very
right.
interesting that everybody was there and we did not see Tina's funeral. And her mom ain't. This movie just had a little too many holes for me because, like, the least.
You know why? Rod probably had the funeral really quickly because you could tell how he died. He died from asphyxiation. They know he was, or he, quote unquote, killed himself, even though we know that he didn't. But like with Tina's, maybe they had to have the ME in and they had to really examine. They had to wait for her fucking mom to get back from Las Vegas. It was a lot going on. So I think that might be the reason why we saw Rod's funeral and not Tina's. So we're here in the institute, and they put Nancy. They put monitors all over her, and the mom is sitting in the control room with a doctor, and this bitch pulls out some smokes. I cannot believe people used to smoke like that everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
And
was,
remember,
It
that was
didn't
crazy.
matter.
It used to be
Where
The
they
so.
were.
hospital though is insane.
Airplanes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very hard talking to Gen Z kids because they don't understand the smoking and non-smoking sections of restaurants that we used to have.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah. Like a lot, that's not
That
a thing
was-
anymore.
that
Like,
was gone,
Now you
yeah.
can literally only
You
smoke
know-
outside. So
Well, and at home in the casinos, they have like a couple of complete non-smoking casinos.
I went through the Vegas
Because-
airport in this past July. And the non-smoke, they haven't abandoned it completely, but now it's literally just a box.
It's a room. Yeah,
it's a room. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
With the
Oh my
slot
God.
machines, cloudy as hell. I was like, this is
Yeah.
disgusting.
And what's so
just
crazy?
wild.
I used to be a smoker, so college put me through the ringer.
really,
Like,
I never knew that.
yeah.
I
I
cannot
smoked for
see you
like
as a smoker.
yeah. So I smoked from when did I go to college? 2000. Whenever I started at Southern Miss, when I started smoking. So 2004 to like 2012. I still wasn't one of those smokers that smoked in the house. I did not smoke a pack a day. Mine was like mostly social and like after I ate. And even like those rooms that you're talking about, like I would go in
Right.
those, like I would want a cigarette, but I would go in those and be like, okay, I could just, and I get my fix because I was not that strong of a smoker. Like I would smoke like a pack every 2 weeks, every week. I was just like I think I was a social smoker, if you want to put it that way. But like college stressed me out. Like, those things like stressed me out, like really bad.
You weren't a smoker to the point where it was coming out of your pores. Because I've known some smokers where they didn't smell
I
like
will
that.
say the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life is this guy that I used to talk to. He was like, I came over he was like, yeah, you know what? I gotta go because you kind of smell like an old Western movie right now. And that was the funniest thing I ever heard in my life.
He didn't have to pop the balloon like that. He did not have to pop the balloon like that. That's insane, yo.
And those were one of the moments where I was like, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I'm a little too cute for this because I shouldn't be.
Western? God damn it.
No, and we know some bad smokers. Like I know smokers who would smoke in their house and you could see, Tiffany knows, and you could see like the nicotine on their walls. Like that's how
nuts.
She don't live there no more.
Yeah, I know.
No. That's wild.
Yeah, it used to be bad. Like you would be like yellow. You would see yellow on the walls.
The only time you didn't smell cigarettes in the house is when they were cooking. That was the only time you didn't smell it.
Or, well, you know what?
Because it smelled like the food. It smelled like the food.
Well, because you would come and go, but because I would stay like weekends at a time, I would smell it until I left, and you would smell it in my suitcase, my clothes.
On your clothes,
he said, like,
my grandma used to
so
smoke,
every time, every time I'm somewhere and I smell cigarettes, it's like, oh, Western movie here. I stole the joke because I mean, you gave it to me. Thank you.
Cigarette smoke or weed smoke? Weed smoke smells heinous to me. More
weed
so.
Weed
I can tolerate it. I can tolerate it.
Smells like mulch or something, or like
depending
a skunk.
on.
I don't know.
It smells like grass, literally. Like
Depending, but it doesn't. I feel like it doesn't linger on me.
As a ex-smoker, the smell of smoke is worse to me because I used to think to myself, I cannot believe I used to walk around smelling like that. I cannot believe that was me in my 20s. Like, so no, not now. Like, I remember the last time I think I have ever like touched a cigarette, I was at some club and my friend wanted a cigarette and she asked my introverted friends and me being an extrovert, and I was like, oh, I'll go grab you one. So I asked the girl for a cigarette and she gave me one, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta, inhale. Well, I didn't have to inhale, but I needed to light the cigarette. All I needed to do was like, I didn't inhale like Bill. I was gonna say Bill Cosby. What's his name? Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton.
But I took it in, and I felt like my brain went into like a frenzy. Like I was like, oh, like I felt like I was losing it because I hadn't inhaled or smoked a cigarette in so long, and I was like, yeah, this is not for me anymore. It's been a minute, but like I hate the smell of it now, and I can't do it. So it's been over 10 years.
You kicked the habit.
So.
That's really good.
Cold turkey.
I like it.
Well, I quit because I was broke and I couldn't afford it. But
shit. not for the health and the smell benefits, but
But now I'm at the point now where I cannot do it anymore. But anyway, so Nancy is asleep and the doctors are monitoring her and everything seems to be going good, but then they aren't going good. The lie detector test determined that was a lie, and it starts going up and down, up and down, up and down, and the mom's like, get her out of here, get her out of here. So they run out, and Nancy, this is the part where Nancy's, as she should, like, what the hell? You've only been asleep for 5 minutes.
Nancy was freaking out.
The cigarette.
Nancy was freaking out. It was one of the. I meant Nancy. Nancy was freaking out, and it was one of those instances where we don't even know what's going on. But we did see she has a cut on her arm, and then she pops up with a fucking hat. This part pissed me off, and that's when I was done with the whole fucking movie. Because the way her mom reacted pissed me off. Because they see the hat and they're like, "What the fuck?" She's like, "I pulled that out of my dream. I took it off his head. Blah blah blah. He attacked me." And her mom sitting up there on the phone at the house. I don't know where she got the hat from. You took her there. I would
prefer the mom said that the hat was in the blanket already.
Cause like, what you mean you don't know where she got the hat from? You took her there. You knew she didn't have no damn hat with her.
Well, why aren't they more freaked out that she turned in the road?
That's true. She had a white streak.
I thought that was a very nice detail because that whole you're so scared that your hair turns, like I think that's so cool to me. I think that's like such a cool.
Yeah, I don't know. And they just go home.
It just kind of happened. I like that.
Well, they go home and Nancy but her mom's on the phone talking, and then she decides to take Nancy downstairs into the basement and confess. And she confesses the origin of who Fred Krueger is.
So right before that, her mom keeps pushing her to go to sleep, and she's like, "I'm not going to sleep, Mom!" And she leaves and she meets up with Glenn. And they just talk for like a brief second, and then she comes back
on the
home
bridge.
and she notices notices that there's bars over all the windows at the house. But then the door was unlocked. I'm like, what's the mom protecting?
I didn't understand. That was a bit much.
Nancy told you that this person is in her dreams. What the fuck is a bar on a window gonna do?
Ooh,
keep her from getting outside.
Trivia question, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
What color was the door of this house in the remainder of the franchise?
Blue.
Oh, no, red.
There we go. Pierre got it.
It turned red?
It was red blue for the rest of the franchise.
Yeah. Because they stay in 1428 Elm, correct?
Yeah. Right. And it's also turned out to be his house.
Yeah, that's his house. I'm
the host.
I feel like they didn't address that in this movie.
They never addressed that. It only comes out in Freddy's Dead, the 6th movie.
Oh,
but
the first one.
Seventh.
No, Freddy's Dead is 6. New Nightmare is 7.
Freddy's Dead is why?
Number 5 is The Dream Child. Number 6 is Freddy's Dead. Number 7 is Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
I don't count that one because that one scares me.
Wes Craven's New Nightmare scares you? I fucking hate that movie.
Hell yeah. The fact that just the whole concept, I don't like, no. Because it went back. I don't like scary.
The kid was screaming too much. I couldn't stand that movie.
It was in this movie where they said, I forgot what character said it, but they were talking about the earthquakes. They were like, hey, anytime something strange is about to happen, an earthquake happens.
Yeah, Tina said it.
And then that was pretty much like one of like the, focal points of A New Nightmare. New Nightmare is awesome. It really is awesome.
I can't watch that. It scares me. Also,
well, she's explaining that she gives a Freddy backstory.
Yeah, she's explaining the Freddy backstory. She's like, hey, he was a child murderer. He killed a bunch of kids. We all knew he killed 20 kids. So, she was like, well, why did they put him away? And she's like, yeah, the lawyers, they got him, but somebody signed the search warrant in the wrong place and he was free. That would have pissed. What do you mean you signed?
Well, it did. It pissed him off enough to go kill him.
Right. So they followed him back to his boiler room and they put gasoline. I see this. I didn't like.
They could have just shot him.
It's not that I didn't like this telling of it, but it contradicts what they show us in other movies because they threw Molotov cocktails in the other movies. Like even in Freddy vs. Jason, when he's going over his origin, they don't put no gasoline up in there. They throw that shit up in there and bust his ass up. So I was like, that's interesting.
I think they threw like cocktails in Freddy vs. Dead. When he was in the room and then the little dream demons came out right before he was about to die.
Oh my God.
But
you wanna get the fuck out of here.
But I think they did his origin justice in Freddy's Nightmares, a TV show. I think the pilot was.
What was this?
It was a whole court case where they had the whole loop. Everything that Marge is talking about right now, they showed that in a prequel episode of Freddy's Nightmares.
I've never heard of the show before in my life.
Oh yeah, you got to look it up. It looks like dog shit, but if you're a fan of the franchise, you can appreciate it.
Okay, so yeah, basically they pour gasoline all up in there. I'm like, how y'all got all up in it to pour gasoline and he ain't do shit? And yeah, they just lit it on fire and he just died in the fire. So she's like, oh, so he can't hurt you. And look, I have his glove. Ma'am, why do you have that in your house?
Why do you have it? Why do you?
Because your child didn't fucking die.
That's what I'm saying. Why would she have it? You would think somebody like the first kid that he killed's parent has it.
Well, why not just put the shit? Why not just put the shit with his bones in the junkyard?
The junkyard.
That's where he's buried at.
Oh my God.
He's in the car. Is he not, Pierre?
He's That's where he is.
Why is it? Yeah, why is it in the house?
Maybe she wanted a souvenir. Maybe she uses it as a toy. But yeah, so she's just like, girl, you ain't got shit to worry about. So, hey, people have fetishes.
Or go ahead and use the barrel of the tech. All right, so Glenn is hanging out with his crop top, and his dad takes the phone off the ringer.
Wait, hold up. Damn. Can you bet? Like, hold up now. I know we jumping, but let's jump in right. So basically, Nancy, she asked Glenn for a favor. And her favor is, look, bitch, I'm going to pull him out of my dream. I did it before, so I need you to wake me up. I don't understand how they're supposed to do this when he's at his, like, how did she think he was going to get over there when her mom is being super paranoid and locking shit? I didn't understand how this was going to work unless he was supposed to call her. I didn't understand. But so why she asked him again to do this when you know you can't trust him because he goes to sleep on you? I did not understand. So he's sitting up there with headphones on, watching TV. This was very interesting. So yeah, that's her plan though. He's supposed to wake her up from across the street. Nobody has anything to say about that? Y'all just think that's okay? Fine. So Glenn's mom, he comes and checks on him. He's about to go to sleep already. She's like, it's almost midnight, but you better go to sleep. He's like, I want to watch some nude show. I'm like, is this the 80s? It's just okay. Like kids be like, Mom, I want to watch some titties. And they all like, oh, Philip.
So he's a growing boy.
Yeah. So
yeah. I want to play with his little Peter with her.
I mourn Johnny Depp in this movie because he was such a beautiful boy from Kentucky. And his evolution is just very sad. So yeah,
he went straight to 21 Jump Street right after this. Yeah,
I'm mourning his past. I'm mourning his past. He don't look like that no more. So yeah,
he aged, man. He aged. It's okay.
It was the drugs.
Sex, drugs, rock and roll. That's his bag.
They're not brushing your teeth. So yeah, he
shit.
Nancy, even though she don't hear from him, I guess she's gonna go through with the plan. But she tries calling, and his parents, for some reason, don't like her. I didn't understand. His dad doesn't like her. They see the bars on her window and they think she's fucking crazy. He's like, I don't want my kid hanging out with her kid. So that's why when she calls, her dad takes the phone off the ringer. But he's already fucking asleep. So it doesn't even matter. So she tries calling him.
Right.
He not answering the phone. Then she gets a call and she's like, oh my God.
I feel like Lynn's parents were like the parents that weren't down for the burning and the butchering of Fred Krueger back in the day. They're like, y'all doing too much. We're gonna just stay over here. This is kind of wild. We're not really rocking with Nancy,
I think the opposite. I think that they did do it, but they don't want anybody else to know.
Well, we don't see them much after this movie. I mean,
so that's why they don't fuck with. That's why they don't fuck with Nancy Mama no more.
Why? Oh, they just don't want to acknowledge it. Like, I figure you would be like, Yahtzee buddies, and just still like, hey, remember that time we turned up?
Nope.
No, because that happened in the 8th season of Desperate Housewives. They started avoiding. Yeah, Susan started avoiding them because they had covered up the murder.
We didn't watch that show. So Nancy pulls the phone out of the wall, but of course the phone starts ringing, and she's like, "Wait,
how's that possible?
So I'm anymore. I don't have a cordless.
But she answers the phone anyway.
Fred comes and hits her with a little cunnilingus.
He says, I'm good for now, Nancy.
Yeah,
and then the phone turns into a tongue. That was trending recently.
Like a tongue doesn't come out. The whole receiver part is a mouth.
It turned into a little burnt.
I didn't remember that.
Mouth. Yeah.
I did not remember that.
I love cheesy stuff like that. That's dope.
So that was trending on Twitter recently, maybe because of the anniversary. But yeah, because everybody was like, "Oh, Freddy ain't met a freak like me because I would have licked him." Oh, and then somebody was like, I would have put it up to my ass. I swear to God. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
That's gross.
You can't bring shit like this back into 2024 anymore. No, because everybody's freaked out. Everybody is freaked out. So yeah, she's like, oh my God, I have to save Glenn. And she's like, wait, my boyfriend. So she tries to run out the house. Her mama done locked her in the house. She on the couch drunk as shit, talking about some.
I don't have any keys. I don't have any keys. I wanted to fuck Marge up, man.
I thought she was gonna hit her, but she hit the couch. I'm like, girl, what the fuck what is your plan? So you're gonna get some sleep if it's the last thing I do. So in the meantime, Glenn is sitting over there with his TV on his bed. His wireless, was it a wireless TV? I didn't understand how that was working.
It was corded.
So, but it don't matter. So Freddy grabbed
But did you
him.
see that? Did you see TV went off?
It went off?
TV went off at midnight. Remember the Star Spangled Banner used to play, and then TV would go off.
Oh yeah. Interesting.
TV went off, and they were listening to. It said, "This is so and so. It's midnight on KRGR TV."
Krueger. So yeah, Freddy Krueger. This was the weirdest death because I just don't understand what he did to him. But Freddy's hand comes up and he pulls.
He stabbed him in the ass.
He pulls Glenn into the bed, and he, it's very iconic. He like pulls him all the way into this little hole in his bed. He also pulls in his TV and his radio because Freddy, needed some equipment down there. And
he did the gut and eye move.
So just blood just starts squirting out of his hole, and
literally,
whoa.
See?
Hey, whoa!
And it's so beautiful. Like it looked better in Freddy vs. Jason when they revamped it, but it looks so beautiful how it's just like going circular and it's like on the ceiling, but it's not falling down. It looks so beautiful. And
who died from that in Freddy vs. Jason?
No, they were just showing the recap of him killing the kids.
I think it was another one of those things where they filmed it upside down to make it look like
that.
Cool. They were very creative. Yeah.
And his mom comes in and she's just like, "Oh my God, I'll call you tomorrow." And so
Fat Dad don't make it in time.
Yeah, he don't come up the stairs.
Yeah, he don't make it. Yeah, I ain't taking him down.
But it's stuff like this where
I would go up there when I go to bed.
So what do you think happened? Like I asked myself, what do you think happened? There's a hole in your son's.
Originally,
but that's not what they see.
The deleted scene shows Depp's body coming back up.
It looked terrible though. That looked terrible.
But yeah, they were like, we're not gonna do that. It looked
so terrible. But like from when they get there, all they see is just blood everywhere. Like, so what do you think happened? Because even when they pull up, they're like, "Oh, you don't need that stretcher, you need a mop."
He turned into Borscht. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, that was a beautiful
at
scene.
that point. Yeah.
So yeah, and they're just still over across the street next door, and Nancy can like see her dad. She's busting out windows and shit, and just screaming out the door.
She doesn't bust him out just yet. Her dad, she talks to him and she tells him, "Yeah." Well, no, she calls over there, and she calls the Greg's house, Glenn's house, and the sheriff gives the lieutenant the phone, and she's like, "Hey, Dad, it's me, Nancy. I need you to do me a favor. He's dead, isn't he?" And the dad's like, "Yeah, honey, he's dead. I knew it. All right, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to come over here and bust down the door in 20 minutes so I can bring him out and you can arrest him." And Dad's like, "Well, Nancy, I think you need to get some sleep." "Yeah, Dad, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some sleep, and then in 20 minutes, 2-0, you bust down the door and you come save me." "All right, Nancy, get some sleep." "All right, baby, bye-bye." Like, I was so mad at him. I was so mad.
Well, he thought his daughter was like a little delulu. So
no, I'm gonna go check on my baby. Like, if the
boyfriend just died, at the very least.
If the murder scene is right across the street, I could take some time to go see her.
He gotta finish.
No, see, the problem about these cops in these movies, they become too invested in somebody else's life instead of their home life, and that's why shit happens. Shit hits.
We clearly know that he's clearly detached from his family. I think we established
the mama kicked his ass out. He probably lived at the police station.
Or did he leave because she was a fucking drunk? So yeah.
Right. So Nancy, turns into Kevin McAllister, and she starts to set the house.
Like all these little traps. I was like, did she even use every trap that she set? Because what if she just
my mindset?
what if the next day
She did.
You know,
she did.
What if the next day, they try to turn on the lamp and it blows up and it
What if the mom wakes up?
she deserves it because
Starts
that's what you get with your drunk ass. That's what you get with your drunk ass.
But she set all this up in what? 18 minutes?
It took
Pretty
a
much,
while.
yeah.
It took a while.
She strung
Told
up
the daddy
a fucking
20 minutes.
fire
Sledgehammer. It was a sledgehammer.
Yeah, a sledgehammer. Crazy.
It was too much. That part was too much. So she sets her alarm clock and she remembers who says this. I'm sorry, I just heard it as a voiceover. I don't remember who said it in the movie. It's like, if you're ever scared, you should turn your back on whatever scares you. Who said that?
Glenn
Glenn
said that to her.
Yeah.
When they were at the pier.
When they was over
on the
at
bridge.
the pier, over the bridge.
Yep.
Yep.
And he was eating
So
tuna and jelly sandwich.
So what the fuck?
That's what
Tuna and jelly is
That's
nasty.
You're making me sick.
That's
You're
what he
making
was
me
eating.
sick.
Go rewatch the
my
movie.
God.
Go rewatch the movie.
That
No,
might
he
be one
was
of the
not-
grossest
He was
concoctions I've
sick,
ever heard in
yo.
my
tuna
life.
and
What kind of jelly? Was it grape
It
or
was
strawberry?
It was
Orange.
apricot.
Marmalade.
I'm sorry, apricot. It was apricot.
Oh,
This way. Go rewatch the
my
movie because I
God.
was like, what the fuck is he eating? Because I get hungry when I watch shit. I was like, this don't look appetizing at all. That's why he was throwing it to the bird.
I could see you fucking up a tuna and jelly sandwich up here. That's definitely your taste bud.
like
for
all
sure.
those flavors would just be
He's so lame. He eat turkey on wheat. That's it.
I don't even eat.
Don't be fucking with that deli meat. It's killing
I don't
folks.
eat deli meat. Yeah,
Be
I don't
fucking
eat
with
deli
that deli meat. It's killing folks.
meat.
You don't
Wow.
You don't eat a club sandwich? I'll kill
I
for
hate
a club
sandwiches.
sandwich.
I hate Firehouse. All
It's gonna
that
kill you.
Subway. I hate sandwiches. I just don't.
I
trust them.
love club sandwiches.
all that.
One of my favorites.
So
All of that.
so Nancy, she hears what Glenn told her because that's her boyfriend, even though she don't cry when he dies. And she says
Is
the
he
infamous.
dead?
She says the infamous
It's
prayer.
showtime.
Yeah, it's showtime. So she's now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. It's funny because
Amen.
they harken back to that in Freddy versus Jason. So and then she just goes to sleep.
Freddy vs. Jason loves this movie. Now that we're like really like unpacking it and going through it, it's a lot of callbacks to the first one.
Mhm.
For an hour and a half movie, that's how great this movie. It's just jam packed with like.
We've
future
already
references.
talked an hour and a half about this hour and a half movie, and we're not even done.
Well, that's good.
Just
well,
for
that's
reference.
good. Yeah. you know,
Well,
I-
I mean, 20
a
minutes
true
were allotted
podcast.
to Pierre's sex life of busting a nut on wheat bread. So
That
That's
was
true,
Jay who
yeah.
said that. Jay said
while
that.
he
No,
over
it
there
was-
looking like fucking, while Pierre over there looked like fucking Judy Funny.
I thought I wanted to wear a Freddy hat.
No, you look like Bilal from House Party.
That's not a dig because Martin Lawrence played the fuck out of that role.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it was a dig, but that's his hat. That is his hat.
Y'all gonna stop like Jay don't be slapping his penis on Japanese women's lips. Anywho,
Wait,
What?
what was that?
This is a family podcast. Where did that come from?
over in Ishii. And so yeah, they are in Dream World now. And I don't even
Why
know.
is Freddy hiding? Why is Freddy hiding from her?
Because he's part of the mystique. He's trying to like lure her in. I don't know.
Any
Because he likes
other
to play
time he
games.
was on her ass. Any other time he was on her ass. This time she's like, Freddy!
Again,
Freddy!
they don't the lore in this
What
movie is
kind of
hard
an
to
agate would wear a Christmas sweater?
Kelly Rowland, you will pay for your crimes. So they don't really explain the lore because in the other movies, he knows what's happening in the real world, even though he's in Dream World, but they never explain how. So but I couldn't tell if he knew that this was like her plan was, so that's why he was
He
hiding.
doesn't
No.
know.
He doesn't know her
That's
plan.
that is not a part of the lore. He knows about the individual's like emotional struggles or something like very important to the individual. That's why he kept harping on Tina's dead body.
Mm.
Because that was in Nancy's mind, but I don't think he knows. Like, oh shit, I'm going full Home Alone right now.
Mm.
Like,
yeah, he
he's
didn't
not-
know
he's not
because
that
all of
tapped
it
in.
caught him by surprise. But she sees Glenn's bloody headphones in her dream, and Freddy finally pops up. He's like, "Ha! Surprise!" And,
no, that's not what he says. He says,
What is
"Where did
that?
you hide it, Dan?"
Stop it! Stop it! That is my.
Is that your voice at the end of that? That dude
Yes!
that does that? Okay.
Where did you hide it, Dan? It's me.
It's pretty good. I like that
doesn't
tag.
need to be a part of this
Mario.
podcast.
I like
You
the
don't
tag.
think
I don't
so?
know. I don't know what it means, but I like
love it.
It's at the end of every episode.
If you go
But you
back
need
to the
that. That's a
so
cool
hold on.
thing.
If you go back to the Leprechaun episode, so this is you proving to me that you did not listen to our first Leprechaun review on the original Leprechaun. So there's a part where Leprechaun hits around the corner and he has like a pot of tea and he's asking the guy Dan where he hid his gold. He's like, "Where did you hide it, Dan?" And he does it in the woman's voice, so it has just lived on since Leprechaun.
It shouldn't have.
I like it. I have not.
You
listened to
don't
that
like
episode
it?
yet. I like it.
You need to. It's one of our good ones. It's one of our good ones.
I like that. It's like at the end of every Buffy episode, you hear the little the little zombie. Like it's a thing. It's
Oh
a
my
thing
God.
for
What the
shows.
Well, you know what, Pierre? You come up with something as iconic as what I came up with, and then I'll add it at the end of the episode.
I can't.
Well, Pierre's what's
I can't
Pierre's
face
sound
it. I
effect?
can't face it.
Gargling?
Bust a
Like,
note
oh,
on a nut on wheat bread. I'm not. Wait, what?
What is he
going on?
doing down there?
That's
What are you
that's
doing
his
down
thing.
there?
He's a gargler. He said he gargles on the peanut butter and stuff and
He
milk.
did say a
No,
lot,
You just said that
but
you
all
gargle
of
on
his
peanut butter.
stuff is inappropriate. Mine, I can put on a T-shirt and wear it anywhere.
Ooh.
But anywho, so she sets her traps.
When's our merch coming out?
Right. So she brings Freddy out of the dream because the alarm wakes up. Well, I'm sorry. The alarm wakes her up. She sits up in the bed and she's like, "Damn it! I thought I did it. What's going on over there?" Okay. So she's like, "Damn it! I thought I did it." And
Wait, what?
she's like, "Oh, he's not here. Sorry. I moved my desk and I see people sitting outside." And
I thought Nancy
It's a
said
lot.
that because she was looking across the street.
Yeah, I thought she was looking at
right.
Glenn's house. What are we doing? What's happening?
so Freddy jumps up. He's like, "Bitch, I'm right here." But he doesn't say anything. He just kind of goes, "Raw!" And she runs out of the house. And then all of the Home Alone traps start to work. He gets the sledgehammer to the stomach. And he's like, "Oh!" Like,
I can see my house from here.
and this is when she starts to break the windows out. And she's screaming to the cops across the street. She's like, "Help! He's here! Help!" And the cop is like, "What's going on over there?"
That pissed me off,
This is-
bro. Like
But
that
this is
pissed me off.
she's saying the wrong things. She should be
She
yelling.
said, "Go get
like-
my dad."
No, she should have said, "My mom is dead," or "My mom is choking," or "I'm choking." Something to like kind of alert them. But she's just yelling, "Go get my dad! Go get my dad!" And the cop's like, "I don't know about that."
It's fight or flight. She not thinking like that. She's
But
just like, help.
She doesn't just bust out one. She busts out even the window. And I feel like because Freddy's in the real world, he can see Freddy behind her. But meanwhile,
Right,
Freddy,
right.
he getting blown up and shit. Like he's not really having a good time back there.
It's a lot. It's a lot going on. It's a
now,
lot
I don't
going
understand.
on.
Well, I guess I do understand. But she runs down in the basement. Bitch, what the hell are you doing? She runs down in the basement. He follows her. So she does a little wrap around and she throws like gasoline.
Sure.
What is that? What it was like some orange liquid.
Something flammable.
Something that was an extra 15 pounds because when
Kerosene.
he lit on fire, he was 15 pounds heavier chasing after her because of the
So
fire.
it's kerosene.
Yeah.
She lit him on fire downstairs the basement, and then she runs upstairs, and he's just like, no, no, no. You know, he don't like fire. She goes up there. I feel like they still weren't there. Like, I feel like they still weren't
Well,
there.
at this point, they saw the smoke coming out the window. So he's like, "Oh, let me go get the lieutenant." Then he goes to grab Nancy's dad.
And
And
they
Nancy's
come
like,
in-
"Oh, the house is on fire. The roof.
Yeah. They come in, and she's like, Daddy's down
The
there. Daddy's
roof.
down there.
The roof
The roof is on fire.
is on
We
fire.
don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn."
Burn, mother. Man.
Her dad goes into the basement, and they don't see anything, but then they see like fiery footprints leading upstairs, and I'm like, why wouldn't you go that way then? And she's like, Mother, and they go into the mom. I didn't understand the ending of this movie at all. So somebody will have to explain. Because Freddy's like on top of the mom, all burning and shit. And Nancy hits him with a chair. And then like
the dad puts the fire out with the blanket.
Yeah, he puts the fire out with the blanket, and then they see a corpse going into the bed.
Bitch, she joins Tangina and Carol Ann because I was there's like, nothing else.
It was full on. Yeah, it was full on poltergeist at that point. Like, 100%. What is this? This
and
blue
then the bed
glow?
Is just a regular sheet, and then the dad like she's just like, I did it. Like, I didn't understand.
Poltergeist came out before this movie, so it was definitely that. Yeah. It was weird. The child.
And then the dad like the dad just walks off, and then Freddy comes out of the bed. He's in the sheet. I don't know why he's in the bed sheet. I hate him. And then he slices it open, and she's just like, and he's like, "Oh, you can't get rid of me."
Extra crispy though.
He was.
Y'all. KFC, their nuggets. Better than Chick-fil-A.
Chicken nugget? There you go again.
Their nuggets are better than Chick-fil-A.
Why are you ordering chicken? How old are you? Why are you going to order chicken nuggets?
Because I don't like their chicken, and I don't know what their tenders taste like. So the whole reason I went to KFC because they had this passion fruit lemonade. It tastes like the tip, and yeah, and
horny.
So
you're never gonna see these allegations, bro. Oh shit.
Here
you go. Now you horny.
What? No, that's
no.
bad.
I'm not.
That's
I'm
not
good.
horny at all.
I'm practicing celibacy.
Why is it salty? The tip, like
yeah. Why is it like after a long day?
Like I'm talking about just the tip. Why is it salty, Tiffany? So anyway, yeah, they have this passion fruit lemonade, and it is amazing. And that's the only reason I went, and I wanted to have a full meal. So I just got the nuggets because I don't like the chicken because I don't like that their chicken's gross. So yeah. Try the passion fruit lemonade.
There. Oh no, they don't have it there. That's Popeyes with the baked. The baked is good.
Yeah, no.
I like the baked. I do like the baked nuggets.
You look like you like baked chicken. Anyway,
I do.
Freddy comes up.
We're healthy over here. We don't sit and eat fried food like you.
Yeah,
I'm eating sushi tonight, and I'm eating raw fish.
I'm gonna guess your favorite sushi is what? California roll?
Mm-mm.
Oh god, that's some
I don't know what that. What is that? What's California?
That's the most. You get that shit from the grocery store.
I don't
crab
know.
and avocado and rice, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's your favorite roll?
It's called the New Orleans roll. So anyway, that's what it's called. Tiffany,
what is that? It's like shrimp and eel and crab.
Yeah. It's really, really good. I'm gonna take you to my sushi place when you move here.
No, you're not. You're not gonna take me anywhere because you don't even answer your phone. I don't even consider us friends outside of this.
When did I not answer my phone?
You don't text back. Jay texts back.
Jay is a whore, so he don't have nothing to do but lay on his back.
Hey,
so
I got a family to go home to, bro. Chill out. It's my platonic.
He's considerate. He's a considerate.
I'm a good friend.
Person.
I didn't say you were her whore. I'm saying you're a whore in general. So yeah.
Sorry, my mind went to the gutter.
No,
like no.
I don't have a roster. I don't have any whores. It's just me. I'm cool.
I wasn't saying, but I'm just saying he's a whore, and whores always have to answer the phone. So anyway, because
that's how they get paid.
Yeah, they'll miss a John. So yeah, or in your case, a Jane. So that you can make a good living out of that. You can be like the house husband who sleeps with other housewives, and that way it's discreet. They're not going to tell on you because you'll tell on them. That's a good cash cow. So I'm just putting that in your head.
That's a lot. That's too stressful. For people. Nobody wants to do that.
It was a plot.
I can't do that. Yeah.
She was sleeping with all the husbands.
Why do you watch that?
It's so good. The writing is.
He's a reality TV whore.
No, Desperate Housewives.
Oh, Desperate. Same thing.
That's a reality TV.
Yeah, ABC back in the day had great writing.
Oh, I feel like I watched it in the beginning, but then it was a little too old for me. Like I feel like now I'd probably be able to get into it, but like when I was younger, I was just thinking about.
No, you wouldn't love it. Like they have really good plots, but
I was watching Lost or something back in the day when that was out.
When did that come out?
That came out
2005. No, that was early. 06 maybe.
Because I feel
Let's
like
see.
because the writer's strike is when.
Oh, 4. Oh,
Yeah.
4.
Yeah,
So that
No,
was one of
look.
Yeah.
I was too busy. I was too busy smoking cigarettes in college.
Oh shit.
Flavor
Hey.
of love.
Flavor of
You
love.
gotta
Watching that
make it a
shit.
doobie. Yeah. Mm.
No, I said a cigarette.
What's
I
it?
was
Is a doobie?
look.
Is a doobie not a cigarette? What's slang
Thought that
for
was
cigarettes?
weed.
What's
A cigarette.
a strag or
Yeah, a drag.
a drag?
All
That's
I
what
need
it
is a
a drag.
drag.
I just
need a
drag to get through.
FAG. If you're in Britain.
I hate you.
So Kruger, like you said, he pops up out of the bed sheet, and she's like, "Okay, I remember what Glenn said. He said that Freddy died by fire and Jason by water. How can I use this?" So she turns her back to him, and she's like, "I'm not scared of you. I
release
believe
all
in
the
you."
shit.
And Freddy's like, "No."
Yeah. I release all the shit that I had for you. And she just turns around, he tries to swipe her, and he's gone. And then the next day, it's like all sunny outside, and her mom's all happy. She's like, you know what?
It's super foggy, like the first season of RuPaul's Drag Race. Like,
she's like, you know what? I'm gonna just give up drinking. I don't want to do it anymore. I was like, if only that's fucking easy. And
she was like, you can tell when
my
you can't
bottle
remember the next day. I'm bottomed out.
And
my bottle is gone.
I just didn't understand. She gets in the car, everyone's alive again, and they get in Glenn's car, but it's like Freddy, the
Freddy car.
Come on now, I'm gonna say overhead.
Convertible top.
The roof. The convertible top.
Yes, it's Freddy's like it's Freddy's sweater colors, and then it like locks
red
them
and green
in.
stripes.
And she's like, mother, help me out. And then you just hear laughing, and then her mother's just waving. And then Freddy bursts from the window and grabs the mother or the doll into the house.
He grabs the blow-up doll first. She turns into a blow-up doll.
And it just ends, and I'm like, I don't understand. I
don't think that was how it was originally supposed to end. They wanted to, of course, set it up for sequels. This is what Hollywood does nowadays. We see the same pattern going on now. Like, let's see.
You only get one try.
Sequel.
One try. Only one of you.
You only get one shot.
$10. Yeah, one shot. $10 to your Venmo. Who can sing the nursery rhyme, the Freddy Krueger nursery rhyme, 1 through 10?
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, grab a crucifix. 7, 8, better stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again. Oh God, Freddy's here.
I know. Wasn't there one movie where he?
Because I just it's getting dark. It's getting dark. I don't have time.
Candyman.
You summon the demon.
Candyman.
It's getting dark outside.
I think one joint they remixed it and they said 9, 10, Freddy's back again. Forget which one they did that.
I don't remember, but
It's been a while since I've watched any of them.
I watched all of them for the first time because I was like, let me conquer my fear.
Guys, we got to do it.
Well, because they were all on HBO Max like last week. Like they were all on Netflix like last week. And then the anniversary came around and they was like, oh, we're going to take... Tiffany don't believe me. And this is my problem.
Look, he's about to get on the computer and be like, dear Mr. Netflix, I am a white woman in America.
This is my problem with Tiffany because she don't believe me. Every fucking movie we do pops up on Max. I literally just went through Max and saw all the shit.
I believe you.
Urban Legend is on there. I'm like, what this shit was not on there.
Physical media is back in. Locked in.
Serial Mom is on Netflix. Serial Mom.
Classic.
After years, though, nobody was talking about that shit. How many views we got a Serial Mom? I'm telling you, they watch our shit because I tag Max, Amazon Prime, and Netflix, and they be watching our shit, and they know what movies to take off when we're about to do an episode. Because every guarantee you, next week, Nightmare on Elm Street will be back on all platforms.
Well, it is the 40th anniversary. They gearing up for the Nightmare stuff. So,
but they're gonna have to gear up for Halloween in general, because
But no, this year in particular it's gonna be the Nightmare year this year. For
Pissing me off.
It's coming back out in 4K. It's getting re-released in the theaters.
Yeah,
and
Kevin Bacon wants to be Freddy Krueger.
Robert Englund wants Kevin Bacon to be. Kevin Bacon ain't signing for shit. But I can see it though. I'm not mad at that choice.
I don't like when he's
like
a villain because how he scared the fuck out of me in Hollow Man. I don't.
Kevin Bacon has been the villain in a lot of movies. He was the villain in
Yeah.
Maxine.
Oh, really?
He was the villain.
He was the villain in
Wild
They, Them.
Things.
Oh, yeah, he was.
They, Them. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the villain in Wild Things. When we saw his penis. And
We did?
Yeah. At the end when he's in the shower, that was his real penis, and they were like, "Hey, this is in there. You want us to take it out?" And he was like, "Just leave it in."
Yeah.
Maybe I need to go revisit. No,
yeah, it's hanging. It's hanging, and the balls are big.
What does that have to do with being celibate? Watching, you can't even watch nudity in film.
Really?
Wow.
Girl.
What kind
No, I don't want any. I didn't say I was born again. I'm becoming one with myself.
It's Kevin Bacon's 20-year-old penis.
Kidding. I'm kidding. I can watch whatever I want. I'm not being with people. Let's put it that way. All right, so that was the end of 19. What?
Yeah. No, just
Tiffany. I heard it was kind of good.
The last 15 minutes are very confusing
Being
even
with other
to this
people?
day.
No, your box.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. What the hell?
Wow. Whoa.
He's lying because he personally doesn't know anybody that I've slept with. So
he never met one of your boyfriends?
She was too old.
And I left.
She did leave.
The area.
She left us.
Or her husband?
We didn't live in the same city. So we lived like 30 minutes away from each other when we were younger.
Yeah, I would see her periodically.
Okay.
Uh-oh, I got to sneeze.
You ain't got a mute button?
I saw her one time. Yeah, we saw this one lady. She was having a Freddy Krueger dream on her way to Pizza Hut. I'll never forgive her. I hope she's having a great life.
Nobody's gonna find that story funny. We were driving to Pizza Hut,
swinging like tray or something.
No, so we were driving to Pizza Hut, and we pulled up at the red light, and we looked to the right, and this lady was like this.
And then we took off, and she took off,
and she was
still driving. Like she was just driving. We were like, "What the fuck is happening to her?"
I don't believe you.
Her eyes were closed. Like it was
the whole time. Like I'm not kidding.
Were y'all riding next to her as she was going?
Because we were that ignorant. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This was back in the day.
It sounded like neither of y'all were paying attention to the road. The lady or you.
This was Circuit City days. This was Circuit City days. We ain't had time for all that. You know, this is when the roads were safe.
That's true. The roads are no longer safe.
Why do we still remember that stupid ass time? Oh my god.
It was a terrible tragedy. It took us a long time to
forget. I'll never forget that terrible tragedy.
So let's rate this bitch.
Okay, so for Nightmare on Elm Street, for me, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It was groundbreaking. It was spooky, even though there were some ooky moments in the movie. I still thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a quick watch. You see how it opened so many doors for so many movies, like you mentioned. This was so like Scream, and I even had in my notes that Glenn was like Billy Loomis, even though he looked better. So yeah, I definitely would give it that. I enjoyed it. It's one of my favorites. I would say like top 20 after watching it again. Before I would have gave it top 10, but now I'm going to give it like top 20 horror movies. It's definitely in there. It is something I highly recommend anybody would see. Freddy gets a little crazy moving forward, but yes, this is definitely one of the better ones.
Yeah, definitely.
8 for me. And there was Black people in it, so.
Okay.
Are you next, Pierre? I'm a guess.
I can never give you a 10 because I don't like Jay. So I always have to keep something negative in reference to this. So it's never gonna get that 10. It's never gonna get that 10, but I'll give it about a 7.5. It's not a 10, it's 7. So I'll give it a 7. Yeah, it was a good watch, but I like the sequels more. I don't think it's Dream Warriors. No, it probably is maybe it's Dream Warriors. I probably like that one.
Oh, number 3?
Yeah, I probably like that
number
one.
3, yeah. Yeah, 3, 4, 5 are like fire in my opinion. It's like a standalone trilogy. It's great.
Yeah, when they start getting like, I just thought that was cool. The aspect of, oh, we all have a dream power, like that was just cool to me. So
Yeah,
I like
that was pretty.
And
cool.
I thought Freddy's camp jokes were funny. Like I think that was the one where he was like, "How's this for a wet dream?" with the waterbed. I thought that he was just funnier. But that one scared me because he killed the black person. And I was like, oh shit, there's no hope for me. The girl with the asthma.
Ow, sweet dark meat.
When he sucked the air out of
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that scared the shit out of me because I had asthma, so I was like, oh my gosh.
I'm gonna give it 2 ratings. I'm gonna give it a rating as I'm a viewer back in the 80s, and I don't know that there's any sequels. So that I'm gonna say this is a 9. This is like groundbreaking. It's never been done before. New tropes are being established.
9 inches.
There was a final girl twist that's never been done before. Cool concept. Dream demon. Jesus Christ. Why?
Why are you laughing? We're listening. What? Keep going.
I'm laughing because Tiffany started laughing because I ignored the 9 inches. I did.
You ignore 9 inches?
Oh, chill the fuck out, yo.
You ignore 9 inches? You ignore 9 inches?
Hey, I got nothing to do with that.
Look, bitch, me too.
Child.
Okay. But yeah, 9 if there's no, like, if just standalone movie.
Okay.
For sure. Okay. This is Wes Craven's Madness Open.
But that's how I treated it, as a standalone.
They didn't like that, though. Wes Craven's Madness.
It is. This was like his, like, because he did Last House on the Left before this, I think. But this is the one that like put him on the map. But no, just like holistically, everything combined, this is a 10 out of 10 movie. This kickstarted one of the biggest craze in like horror franchises fandom, like to this date or whatever. Like you could not escape Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Mania.
He's on the mount. He's on the mountain.
The early 90s. Oh yeah, he's Mount Rushmore for sure. And then when MTV Freddy came into the fold,
Michael Myers, Jason, and Chucky.
Come on, man.
Wait,
all day.
Michael Myers.
Can't see it.
Well, is it Jason?
Halloween all day?
Is it Michael Myers, Chucky, and Ghostface, or is it Michael Myers, Jason, and Chucky?
No, it's Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Chucky, and Freddy Krueger. And Leatherface. Y'all not gonna put Ghostface. Can we fit Leatherface? I'm not putting Ghostface up there.
No, because it's always a different person. Of course not.
Yeah.
I can't do.
So I would take out Leatherface and put Leprechaun.
Fuck you. I feel like they need to. No, you need to do like a mini. They need their own Mount Rushmore, like the mini.
Y'all have had about 3 leprechauns at this point now, too, right? There's been 3 different kinds. There was like that weird prequel. There was a wrestler one.
What?
So technically, the only reoccurring leprechaun is the one from the original Leprechaun and Leprechaun Returns. Every other leprechaun is supposed to be a different leprechaun.
Are you serious?
But you know what we're talking about. We're talking about like actor.
Right. So yes, the leprechaun character has been portrayed by 3. Well, 1 was CGI and then 2 other people. Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. Correct.
And we're not counting Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers as different actors. It's
right, because it's the same character.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think Leatherface, he had a moment. Maybe that moment I
haven't seen all those movies. That's my only issue.
I think it has passed with him. But in the 80s, and maybe
I didn't see that one.
Mid 90s.
Well, you got to think about it this way. Leatherface is the only one who's had a movie released in the 2020s.
Oh.
But
no. So he's more relevant than the other two.
Halloween kills. Halloween ends.
Okay, those are the only 2 on your Mount Rushmore. Freddy has not been out since 2009.
Did we get a Chucky movie in the 2020s?
Jason's reboot
Chucky
was
TV show.
Oh yeah, we did have a Chucky. You're right.
But Jason's reboot came out 2009.
So it's Freddy and Jason that we've been missing for a while. Freddy and Jason.
Yeah.
We're about due for Jason and Freddy.
We're about due for somebody new. I mean, they're pushing for Art the Clown to be the next person, so might happen.
Well, I feel like they're not gonna do a clown because the It TV show is about to come out. The
Art
Dairy
the
show.
Clown
Welcome
from the
to Dairy,
Terrifier movie.
Yeah.
No, so that he's
they
taking
pushing
over, y'all.
for that. Yeah, I've never
He's
seen
taking
Terrifier.
Who is Art the
over.
Clown? Who's that?
The black and white clown
From the Terrifier.
Oh hell
He
no!
looks
Hell, I'm not
crazy.
watching that shit. No, fuck that.
No,
Would you
Pennywise
count?
they don't take Pennywise serious enough though.
Would you count? Come on, Tiffany. Jigsaw?
Jet Jackson. Oh.
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw.
Would you count him as a?
Yeah, rest in peace, Lee Thompson Young, by the way. But no,
Yeah, we loved him.
Jigsaw.
Oh, I had the biggest crush on him. Yeah. He's in the horror zeitgeist. He's
up
part
there.
of it.
He's probably in the
Yeah.
top 20 like most famous characters.
I
Yes, I
think he would
feel-
probably be one of the newest ones. He
Yeah.
would definitely be one of the newest.
If
Yeah.
there was a
Everybody
Mount
else-
Rushmore with Ghostface, Jigsaw would be on that Mount Rushmore with Ghostface.
I feel like Chucky definitely had a good renaissance. That show is just really good.
yeah,
And
great comeback.
I guess it's gonna do because I mean we liked it, didn't we? We liked it, the new It's
The remake, it was cool. It was cool.
and I'm not watching Halloween, so I don't know if those were good or not.
The
But
first
were
one was
good.
good.
was the last one
2018 was good. Halloween Ends was not good.
okay?
They
And
tried
then
to
the second one, you knew that there was going to be a third one, so it's like, why even watch
Oh,
it?
Yeah.
why is it called Halloween Ends if it's still going on?
No, so it's
No,
Halloween, Halloween
Halloween
kills,
Kills.
and then Halloween
Mm.
ends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Girl, just die.
Yeah, I saw that one in the theaters. The first
And
one.
then Scream, I don't know what they about to do.
Scream
is too
7.
messy. Scream is too messy right now. Like
It's
They
so
can close
messy.
it all out. They can close it up.
we
at this
got
point.
our boy Ben Willis, 2 movies. He held
Get
it
the
down.
fuck
Oh,
outta here.
he's
No.
coming back. No, but he's
He
coming back,
held it-
Tiffany.
he
He's
held
coming
it
back.
down.
Excuse you. He is
Ben
a
Willis count.
ghost, according
He's
to
coming-
part 3.
Well, we don't count part 3, but he's
We
coming
don't
back.
count Part 3.
Jennifer Love Hewitt confirmed it. He's coming back. So
Ben Willis is up there, man. Like those 2
Well, then
movies.
he's got to be a
they're
ghost
big.
again if it's going to be Ben Willis, right?
I'm just saying, would you put him on a Mount Rushmore for
No,
that 90s
absolutely not.
era? The
Wait a
90s
minute.
Not.
which one of
The
y'all
I
watched the
90s
think you
TV
need
icon.
at
show?
least 3 or 4 movies.
Tiffany?
3 or 4
Oh,
movies
Tiffany.
moving. 3 or 4 movies. Like I would put Hatchet up there before I put Ben Willis.
What the fuck is that?
The Louisiana Swamp Killer, Hatchet, played by Kane Hodder.
Ma'am, I don't
Never
watch scary
seen
movies.
Hatchet?
I don't like scary movies. I
That
don't
is
watch
so
scary
funny.
movies.
Candyman is an icon.
Oh,
You
yeah,
gotta have
Candyman,
at least
yeah.
one black one.
Damn,
Yeah,
was
Tony
that-
Todd.
But you said the new one wasn't good. That's why I didn't watch it.
I think you got.
I didn't
we
say
gotta
the new
break.
one wasn't good.
Somebody said it
We
wasn't
gotta
good.
break them down by eras, though. Like with 80s,
So the
90s, 2000s, and the 2010s.
So 80s,
Okay, I can see
Michael, Jason, Freddy.
Right.
But who's who's up there then?
Leatherface came out in the
Okay, well then
70s.
Leatherface.
Leatherface, yeah.
I
Put them
have
in
not
there.
seen, I've only seen the
Did-
Jessica Biel one and then all the ones that came after. I have not seen those old ones.
Did Child's Play make
Oh.
it in 89 or was that 90? Not in
It
the
had to
90s.
was
be
88.
80s. Yeah.
88.
It was 88? Oh, yeah. He got it. Chucky's up there. He's in the 80s one.
Oh, he's my favorite.
I don't know.
I
Yeah.
want somebody to buy me a doll.
Renew Chucky.
I just want a doll.
Those Chucky dolls are expensive on
I
eBay.
thought you had
that's
one.
why
I
I
would have
want-
been got you one. I thought you had one.
That's why I said
I would've
want
been
somebody
got
to
that
buy
for
me
you.
a doll.
Oh,
you bought
your
me?
birthday?
Well,
When
do
your
you want to do you want a 1 through 3
When
Chucky?
is
or do
my
you wanna-
birthday?
You want a Bride of Chucky? Halloween day.
No, I want a 1 through 3.
Yeah, I want
Oh.
a regular good guy doll.
Oh, well, I mean, oh, okay. Oh,
They're like $500.
not the one
It's
I
ridiculous.
is it? Oh, I was about to show by it.
Yeah.
Too. I thought it was $100.
No.
I didn't know the
They're
good guy
up
doll.
there.
Oh, you're talking about the regular before he gets fucked up.
The 1 through 3. Yeah.
Because when he's scarred, that was not that expensive.
I don't want
Yeah,
that.
that one. You
I
get
don't
it
like
from
that.
Spencer's or something like that. You know.
Well, guys, that will do it. This was a great
Join
chat
us-
about
yes.
A Nightmare on Elm Street. What you
Oh.
got the next movie?
I do have the next movie.
Well, do your
I
thing.
see you
Taylor.
eyeing the first piece. So join us.
Fuck you.
Join us next week when we will be reviewing 2000 or is it 2023? It doesn't matter. We're gonna do 2024's tarot.
It's called tarot.
I know. I don't know why I said tarot, but yeah, tarot. We're going to be doing 2024's tarot.
It's on Netflix if you would like to watch it before we review it. It shouldn't be gone by the time the review comes out next weekend. So
especially since they just put it on there, goddamn.
I would hope so. It's really gonna. I'm gonna go watch it. It's gonna say ending soon,
right?
Or leaving soon.
Yeah, we're just doing that.
So upset.
We want to always thank our special guest host, third host, official host, J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah. Whenever it's official, let me know. Podcast coming soon, guys. Thinking November 2024.
Jay's podcast will be coming soon, and we'll be promoting it on all platforms. But yeah, Jay doesn't like to come around because, like I said, he does whore around, so he's not on every episode because he has better.
Guys,
true.
Guys, keep in mind this is a podcast hosted by Black people that love Black women, so.
Oh yeah, keep it. Yes, you do not have to worry about not being fans of us because we love Black women, protect Black women, at all times. Yeah. So yeah,
I agree with all of that. But what is
we're
happening
also
right
not
now?
Colorist. So yeah, bring on the dark skin Black.
Dark skin, light skin, beige. What did T.S. Madison say?
Beige, bitch. Light brown, all that. Yeah.
Okay, guys. So that will do it for 1984's Nightmare on Elm Street. We will see you next week. Bye.
Guten Tag.
До свидания.
Where did you hide it, Dan?